news. Oh, oh. I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, you beautiful souls. I hope you're feeling the energy. We got it in spades this morning. We'll lend you some of ours. It's okay. We got you for the whole week. But happy Monday. We're going to brace it. We got you.
We have to. We have no choice. We're entering into the last little bits of August, and we definitely want to keep on pushing and celebrating the women who do so much for us. They give so much, and somehow still they manage to keep everyone else afloat. And that, of course, is our incredible mamas.
Oh, man, we got it from our mama for sure. That's how this country survives, I think. Then the pressure to bounce back after having a baby. We chat about this all the time. I think it can be overwhelming if you are in that space. Psychiatrist Dr. Jess Stanbridge joins us to unpack the reality of postpartum mental health and why new moms deserve time, support, space to recover. Just let them be. And don't ask silly questions, I'm just going to say.
I've heard about this when people are like, oh, I'm keeping the same pants that I used to have because that's the marker. I got to get back to my old body. But
let
wait.
it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Well, we're also celebrating the power of the online mom community. And we've got Safa mom Laverne Turner-Manuel, as well as Nuri Gallo, who join us to talk motherhood and also finding connection online and reminding other moms that you're definitely not alone in this journey.
Oh, man, and those antenatal groups, I think 5-6 years down the line, we still dip into that to get advice, to find out, because they're your people. And they're also going through a similar gateway to you. So, yes, there are people around you feeling exactly like you are feeling right now. You're not alone. Then, of course, one of our absolute favorites, we discovered her in TV land, Sasha Lee Small. Yes, she's a chef, but she's back at the kitchen doing all sorts of amazing things. And she's brought her son, Liam, along as well. He looks awesome. And they're going to make one of their favorite recipes, just to show how much chemistry, the love language in the kitchen, right?
Listen, Gray, I heard that there's going to be butter chicken. I said, say less, I am there. I'm so excited.
Enough said.
And then, of course, the wonderful Anslin Geisman is in the building ahead of Soulful Reflections. The event happens this weekend, and we can't wait to just get into the songbird and what he's been up to lately. Oh, man, well, we've got a lot to recap after a busy weekend, certainly on the sporting front, so I'll delve into that after we get into the news. Well, it's just gone 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's delve straight into your national news headlines. We get started where lectures remain suspended at the University of Fort Hare's Alice campus, and that's following violent student protests over resident conditions, safety and governance. Our demonstrators clashed with security guards and police, while campus buildings were set alight, causing property damage. SRC Premier Simelezen Damase says students have raised concerns about poor conditions for years. Now, police spokesperson Majola Nkoli warns that further incidents could lead to arrests under Section 48 of the Criminal Procedure Act. 2 students have been arrested for alleged public violence. In other news, India Day 2026 has brought colours, flavours, traditions of India, all to Sandown High School out in Sandton in Johannesburg. Held a day after India marked 80 years of independence, the celebration features music and dance, food and cultural performances. Now, organisers say the event also strengthens ties between India and South Africa, while giving young people a platform to showcase their talents. Now, India Club South African President Manish Gupta says the initiative, launched 19 years ago, promotes exchange, community and connections through shared traditions. Well, let's look further afield now at your international news-making headlines, where health workers battling the Ebola outbreak in eastern Congo say unpaid salaries and limited resources are hampering the response. Now, some workers have gone more than 3 months without pay, while shortages of protective equipment and transport are affecting surveillance. A treatment centre in Nizi temporarily closed after workers went on strike. Now, the outbreak has recorded 4,381 confirmed cases and 2,011 deaths, and that's according to their government data. Authorities say the Bundiguyo Ebola outbreak began in February, months before it was officially declared. Well, in other news, US President Donald Trump says Washington will substantially reduce joint military exercises with South Korea, citing his relationship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Now, Trump described the drills as costly and said they sent an inappropriate and hostile signal. His comments came as the annual Uchi Freedom Shield exercises were due to begin, involving about 18,000 South Korean troops over 11 days. Now, South Korea has condemned the exercises as a threat, while continuing ballistic missile tests and expanding its nuclear and missile programs. Well, let's close off heading to Tinseltown, where actress Elizabeth Olsen and musician Robbie Arnett have welcomed their first child. That marks a new chapter for the couple. Now, the pair were recently spotted walking together out in Los Angeles, with Olsen carrying their newborn in a baby carrier. News of a pregnancy emerged in June, although the actress had not publicly announced it. Olsen and Arnett became engaged in 2019 and quietly eloped the following year. Now, best known for playing Wanda Maximoff in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Olsen has also earned acclaim for films including Martha Marcy May Marlene. Now, Arnett is a member of indie band Milo Green, which he joined in 2012. Congratulations to the couple and welcome to motherhood. That's where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get those weekend sporting highlights from Graham.
Wow, what a weekend of sport. Let's dive right in and enjoy some of the footballing, because this was a magical moment. I think a moment of history. And we start on the African continent, where the indomitable Lionesses made history in Rabat. Of course, Morocco, defeating Malawi 3-0 to secure their first ever Women's African Cup of Nations title. Absolutely incredible. The dominant first half performance featuring a double from Marine Manga and, of course, from Naomi Eto'o, also finding the back of the net, sealing a comfortable victory in the end for Cameroon, who had previously finished as runners-up on 3 occasions. But to do it on foreign soil in this way, absolutely brilliant. And of course, a little further afield, a new season is underway. Arsenal made a massive opening statement for the new season, powering past Manchester City with a 3-0 victory to claim the 2026 Community Shield to officially kickstart the new season. Riccardo Calafiori netting the fastest goal in Community Shield history, in fact, just 23 seconds into the game. And that was followed by strikes from Kai Havertz and then captain Martin Odegaard to hand Mikel Arteta's side an early season silverware gift just to see them on their way. Now we can get into the cricketing lane. In one of the biggest upsets in modern Test history, Bangladesh secured a 9-wicket victory over Australia. So driven by Hassan Mahmood's 6-wicket haul in that first innings and then a century from Tanzeen Hassan Tamim, the Tigers dominating the top-ranked hosts throughout that match. Absolutely brilliant to record their first Test win in Australia. Yes, we are still talking about the cricket. Now we can get into the rugby. And of course, the All Blacks, they look very strong ahead of their inbound tour. They delivered a powerful statement themselves, running in 8 tries to sweep past the Bulls 50-19 at Loftus. Man of the match, Anton Segner, led a dominant effort from the visitors, while Cody Taylor and Leroy Carter each crossing for 2 tries, as New Zealand remain unbeaten on their South African tour so far. But of course, that is all ahead of the Test series against the Springboks, the greatest rivalry indeed. And that is where we leave our sport for now. We'll keep dipping into that basket as we progress. But right now, foot of a new week, let's see what we need to wear today.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's delve straight into your weather at the start of a new week. Well, Akwane, you are our first stop for this Monday morning. Now, your day ushers in warm, sunny skies. As for your temperatures, it will range from a cold 6 degrees to a warmer high sitting at 26. Now, for the week ahead, it will be spent under bright sunny skies, with temperatures peaking at 30 degrees as soon as Thursday rolls around. The rest of the temperatures remain in those upper 20s. That brings us to Klerksdorp, where today you can expect mainly sunny skies throughout, with temperatures starting at a low of 4 and then reaching a high of 24 degrees. As we head into the week, sunny conditions will dominate, with daytime highs from midweek till Saturday, all peaking at 29 degrees. Out in Pretoria next, sunny skies will persist with lingering clouds. Temperatures range between a brisk 8 and a high sitting at 26 degrees. Now, sunful days are far from over with sunny skies dominating your week. Your temperatures will also be maxing at 29 degrees Celsius. Further into Gauteng now, let's head to Jozi. Out in Johannesburg, predominantly sunny conditions are set for your Monday. Temperatures will range between a chilly start of 8 degrees and increase to 22. Now, sunny conditions will define the coming days with Tuesday and Wednesday's daytime highs sitting at 25 degrees. We're at Mbombela next, where your Monday is set to be a sunny day. As for your temperatures, it will move from 9 to a high of 26. Now let's look ahead together, where your week will be sun-filled with very warm weather temperatures, reaching those mid to upper 20s, and by Thursday, it'll peak at 30 degrees. Out in the beautiful Bloemfontein, partly cloudy skies will dominate much of your day today. 4 degrees is your low, with the high sitting at 24. Now, sunny skies with lingering clouds will dominate your week's forecast, with temperatures on the warmer side despite a very chilly start. Out in Richards Bay next, sunny skies take over your day today. Your temperatures will sit between a cool 14 and that set high of 26 degrees. Cloudy skies will gradually increase by midweek, while tomorrow brings you sunny skies with lingering clouds, that high sitting at 25. And then out in Durban, predominantly sunny skies will dominate your day today. Temperatures will start at a warmer 24 degrees, or at least 14 degrees, and increase to a high of 25 today. Now, sun-filled skies will turn cloudy by tomorrow, with temperatures sitting between 16 and 23. And then out in Mthatha, mostly sunny conditions will dominate your skies. Temperatures, well, they'll start at a brisk 9 and increase to a very warm high of 29. Tomorrow's temperatures will drift from a chilly 12 to a high of 23 by midday, spent under partly cloudy skies. On your side, skies will remain mostly sunny throughout your day today. Temperatures will range from a cold 7 to that high coming at you at 29 degrees. Now, partly cloudy conditions will take over your week skies, with temperatures peaking by midweek with a daytime high at 31 degrees come Wednesday. Gogompo City, on your side, it's mostly sunny skies with lingering clouds that lie ahead for you. 14 is how you get started today, with that high at 22 degrees. And let's look ahead. Cloudy conditions are set to persist with sunny breaks during the days and fairly warm conditions along the way. Out in Gqeberha, sunny skies will take center stage for you. Temperatures start from 11 and increase to 21. As for tomorrow, it does usher in cloudy and humid conditions, with temperatures moving between 11 and 20 degrees. And then out in the gorgeous George, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will drift from a cool 12 to a pleasant high of 21. Now, rain is likely tomorrow, chanced at 40%, while temperatures range between a chilly 10 and a high of 16 degrees. And then out in Cape Town, mostly cloudy conditions will take over your Monday. Your temperatures will sit between a low of 12 and a high of 17. Grey skies will define the upcoming days with cool to pleasant temperatures. It'll move in the upper teens, peaking tomorrow at 18 degrees. And then out in Sutherland, a partly cloudy day does lie ahead for you. There will be gentle winds at 24 kilometers per hour. As for your temperatures, it will shift between a cold 4 and a set high of 22 degrees. Now, partly cloudy skies will take over your day tomorrow, with conditions remaining much the same as today. Well, that brings us to Kimberley next, where it's mostly sunny skies that are set to dominate your forecast for today. As for your temperatures, it will move from a low of 6 and peak at 27 degrees as your high. Now, a stretch of sunshine does lie ahead for you, with temperatures reaching 30 degrees by Wednesday, and on Thursday too, matching that. Final stop, Uppington. Jump on board with cloudy periods that will feature throughout your day today. Temperatures will range from a cool 8 to a set high of 31. Now, sunful days are far from over, with temperatures reaching over 31 degrees by Wednesday, peaking at 33 as well as on Friday. Well, it definitely looks like the tides have turned and spring is definitely here across Mzansi, which is great to see. So let's see what that looks like on the side of Durban. Shanae Matthews got in touch with this incredible morning view. Shanae, well done. I'm going to give you a round of applause. This is how we get a Monday started. Always with Durban, of course. We love your city and thank you for representing it so incredibly well. We'll reward you nicely. 26 degrees is what you'll enjoy today. And we still have 7 and 8 o'clock to get into. So be like Shanae. Hit us up on our WhatsApp line 063-036-9649.
I've jumped off that bridge in some crazy moment on this crazy show, and we love it. We seldom get a standing ovation for our first sunrise picture, so you have thrown down the gauntlet, Shanae. Well done. We want to connect with you in as many ways as we can this morning, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it. We love embracing the start of a new week with new energy, but we've got to recap what's been happening over the weekend. Carissa and I think I've got lots to chew on after a very, very big weekend. I've got some major highlights coming up, but of course the major focus on our moms this morning, so we're going to keep enriching that space. Then we're going to delve into our self-defense series, and there's that moment where the fight or flight or freeze kicks in. How do we take control of those moments so we can be empowered to do it? Well, Jess is back with her crash test dummy, Caitlin. They're going to give us some practical tools that we can use in real-time situations. So do a little bit of a warm-up. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday. We're coming with great energy because we've just stepped out of an incredible weekend. And Gray and I, we will go through our weekend highlights. Please share yours with us as well.
Come on, it's
We've
the
got
deal.
a WhatsApp line. Exactly. It's reciprocal. All right. My weekend was great. Let's get into it.
You look rested.
I am rested.
Are you rested?
I'm rested. I feel rested. On Saturday, what did I do this weekend? Maybe we can put up the pictures first and then I'll remember. My preggy brain is gone.
I promise you it's not a preggy brain at all.
Oh, yes. Okay, this is how I ended my weekend, actually, with Sahira. She's been on the show once before with High Tea Tighty.
Oh,
the
brilliant.
best brownies in the Western Cape.
We know this, hey?
They are so incredibly good. She opened a new store out in Rondebosch.
Oh,
so if you are in the Mother City,
Look at
that's what
that.
we walked home with. Imagine.
Get out.
I said, I promise I'll share. I promise I'll share. Baby K loves a sweet treat, but we need to...
You can share with your baby. That's about where the sharing ends.
Moderation,
That's
moderation,
it, man. You've got
great.
a child to look after, Phil.
It was incredible, and then I ended the
look at that.
weekend with a walk of me and my man. We went on out there just because we had to. It's just been a crazy time, and my
Green
mom-in-law
energy.
is down now, and she's going to be here for a while. So I made her breakfast. We had brunch at our house, and
Wow.
we just needed to have moments, you know, together where we're...
You're setting a
together.
standard here, though. If you're going to be doing like a full buffet breakfast every time someone stays over at your house, you're going to create a precedent.
It's a
eh?
Saturday morning ritual.
Okay, well,
You
I
got to
like
do
that.
it.
Now you're going into the baby, so for 3 months I'm not going to be able to have breakfast at your house. Please can we do it just before you get
Just
settled?
just before, Gray.
I love
So a
that.
well-rounded weekend. We're in full prep mode for baby shower happening this weekend. I saw a couple of Expresso family members who also wished me luck, thank you, on the journey. So we're getting there.
And you know, love them or hate them. We're going to, no filter here. So you're going to get all the advice that you need.
That's true.
But I've found on that baby journey, it is so nice that the tribe, the community comes with you, because
100%.
the mamas who have come before us, they know.
They
have learned
know.
these lessons. So I've learned, as much as, yes, sometimes unsolicited advice can be a little bit too much.
I got a note and
there
pad.
are some gems in there, some absolute gems. I'm
So
so
thank
glad.
you to all of you. Graham?
I had the most Awesome experience. So my mom, after I'd interviewed Andrew Buckland last week, she immediately got onto it and was like, tickets, we're going.
Auntie
So we went,
Sue.
as we do, to the matinee at the Baxter Theatre.
Yes,
But
she
you'll
looks
see,
gorgeous.
she was was such a lovely experience. So it's difficult to know where to begin. So Andrew's play, if he doesn't bring this back, it is award-winning. He created a cinematic effect. It's just him, his voice, and a stage with a few changing lights.
Like a one-man show.
It's a one-man show. He plays about 10 different characters that each one develops through the process, has crises, plays off each other. He's walking in about 10 different parallel lines, and you just get lost in it. But the sound, it felt like watching Jurassic Park, you know, when the cup rattles, when the dinosaur takes a step 500 kilometers away. It was that. You were in it, and it was just so powerful. You got a standing ovation at a matinee in the middle of the day.
Come on.
Me and the old peers stood up and we just went mad. But it dawned on me, and you would have seen in one of the pictures, Lionel Newton, his long-standing friend and partner in theatre, over 40 productions on stage, passed away shortly after we interviewed Andrew. He would have gone through this run thinking and dedicating these performances to his incredible friend. And so, I have no doubt that Andrew's going to connect with us and we're going to chat about that. Heartbreaking to think that he went through that with this run happening at the Baxter, where they did so much of their work together.
And he still has to show up.
And he did, in the most dramatic way. If you have got a young actor in your family, they must put pressure on Andrew to put this play back out there as quickly as possible. Now, you talk about a blast from the past. This young man standing beside me, his name is Jules. When I had Jack's baby shower many moons ago at the Hellenic Football Club in Sea Point, he was managing the stations. Linz was teaching dance there. And he spotted me from across the car park and he was like, Graham, where's Mama Bear? Are you still teaching? Is this? And I had to go through the Rolodex of about 1,000 people to remember him. Jules is an absolute legend in Sea Point. And he is just such a beautiful soul. To have him remember me felt like one of the most validating moments of my life, never mind my career. But it was an amazing weekend of deep connection. But I'm going to say to Lionel Newton's family, to Andrew Buckland and his family, to those that sit within that original fringe theatre, the market theatre group that I think opened my eyes to what South Africa could be. I'm so sorry. What a loss.
Absolutely. And we'll definitely carry on that legacy through all the productions we'll get to witness. And you have an announcement, apparently.
So, yeah, this kind of happened on Friday, so it is sort of a weekend highlight. We're going to delve a little deeper tomorrow when we bring a superstar onto the show in the form of Lerato Kganyago, who is going to be my host at the South African Sports Awards. We'll be on stage together. There you can see Danelle and I doing the things. I'm hoping Frank is going to rock up with some suits. Frank Bespoke doing some amazing things. Lerato Kganyago.
LKG.
I don't know how many changes we're going to have on the evening.
Going off Zanella at the Summers, you got 9. That's your threshold.
I know. So you need to have a designer in your corner. But I think those that know how emotionally invested I am in sports, and yes, the representation in the highest sphere, absolutely, I'm there for that. But for me, it's the gaps in between. It's how do you take the kid out of that situation and use sport to do it? And this exemplifies that. So I'm so proud
of you.
I'm so happy. So thank you so much. And of course, you can catch it on SABC Sport this Sunday. We're going to be broadcasting live from Sun City. But tomorrow we will bring you the full scoop. Crowned by greatness. This is going to be a momentous moment for sports. I'm so chuffed.
Our media mother and father are taking over. We're so excited to keep our eyes on the screen, as we were going to do right now. Speaking about mamas, what's one beautiful thing is our question for you that motherhood has taught you that you never expected, but now you wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm yet to embark on that one, but please weigh in. We are celebrating moms today.
In every way, shape and form that we can. And I think all of us have that mother that painted that picture, the light and shade of life, but also set the standard. Okay, so this is a great way of managing our expectations as well as a new mom. I think the bottom line is everyone feels like they don't know what's going on when the journey starts. So we lean into our tribe. So I'm hoping the tribe is going to give us some great advice today. Send us a voice note on 063 036 9649. That is the number to connect over anything on the show today, and we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to take a short break. On the other side of it, Jess steps in with a self-defense class, so get yourself ready to feel empowered just after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us and rejoining this amazing conversation. I think before we get into our next self-defense lesson, I could certainly feel by my own heart rate picking up when we just broached the subject matter. A quick viewer advisory. This segment does include demonstrations that may be distressing for some viewers. It's going to push that button, so please, viewer discretion is advised, but we do really recommend that you take on board the practical advice that you're going to get right now.
Fear doesn't always look the way that we're expected to. In a threatening situation, many people imagine they'll immediately fight back or even run. But freezing is often a completely normal response. Fight, flight, freeze is the third one. In Self-Defense from the Ground Up, our Women's Month series on practical self-defense. Today's lesson focuses on understanding that response and learning how simple, effective movement can in fact keep you and also regain control under pressure. Now, back again is professional fighter and Proud Fighting Academy co-owner Jess Manimene breaks down practical techniques drawn from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well as Muay Thai and MMA. Caitlin also joins us this morning, and they're going to be translating professional combat fundamentals into realistic self-defense skills that literally anyone can learn from the beginning on out. We're now on lesson 3.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back, ladies. Thank you for being here. I feel like I've got a grip of reality when it comes to this, because this is often a reality many women have to face.
Absolutely, and I love that last week you asked listeners, what are their tips? And so many women came back with the two things that we talk about a lot, which is having a good situational awareness and knowing your surroundings. In fact, they say that once you've done some kind of self-defense training, more than the actual technique that you learn, it's that overall situational awareness that really just is amplified for you. And the other thing that a lot of women said, which I really appreciated, was trusting your gut. And I think as women, we tend to fight with that feeling because we're like, oh, we're being too emotional as women.
Overthinking
it. Maybe that person isn't actually a threat, but 9 times out of 10, that little spidey sense, as I like to call it, is right.
Absolutely. And the more you trust it, the more confident you become in that as well. So we've learned how to get from the ground up. We've also learned recap lesson 2.
So we learned how to get from the ground up, which is obviously something, if you've fallen, if you've been thrown off, and also how to get somebody off you if you are on the ground. Today we're going to start on the ground in what we call, your worst case scenario. So your situational awareness has failed you, your spidey senses have failed you, you've ended up on the ground in a situation where your attacker is now in what a woman would describe as her worst scenarios, having an attacker in between your legs.
Got you.
Okay. And we're going to work on what we can do when we're there.
Well, let's please do that. Let's get into it, Jess.
All right. So I am here on my back. Caitlin is between my legs. All right. So every woman that I've ever taught self-defense to agrees that this is like worst case scenario. I feel the most vulnerable here. There's actually a lot of power that you can have from this position. So the first thing that we've spoken about, even back when we were talking about breaking fall, is that I want to be aware of what's happening. So if I'm lying with my head down, I'm looking at the ceiling, I'm not in a good place to respond. I want to have my core activated. I want to have my head off the mat so that if Caitlin was to hit me, for example, I would be able to, so if you just throw a couple of strikes, I'd be able to move with it versus being here where I'm a static target.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the first thing, is you want to be completely engaged. All right, so she's probably got one of 2 options from here. She's either going to place her hands on my throat and start to choke me, or maybe she's going to start to try to remove an item of clothing, in which case her hands would be somewhere here. And wherever her hands are, whether they're here, whether they're here, whether they're here, I have options of things that I can do to kind of capitalize on that situation. So let's just start off with a basic choke. She's going to place her hands onto my throat. So here her arms are extended. The harder she tries to choke me, the more extended and vulnerable her arms become. So I'm going to work with that. So as she chokes, I take these arms. And I always say that if my attacker has the audacity to place their hands on my throat, they're my hands now. So whether I want to be here or here, I'm blocking an arm. Now I'm going to take one of my feet onto her hip. It doesn't really matter which direction you go. What I want to do is take my shoulders off center. So as long as I'm here, it's very hard to finish a submission. But the minute I move off center, I start to isolate something, in this case, her arm. So from here, I've got one leg underneath her armpit, the other foot is on the hip. I'm going to take my hand now while controlling over here, just to push her face to that direction, which is going to help this leg come over.
Sure.
From here, I flex my feet, I drive my heels down, and I clamp my feet together. So if you take your attention to her arm here, it's very hyperextended between my hips. From here, I'm going to start to elevate. And as a person practicing jiu-jitsu, Caitlin knows that she needs to tap when she feels the extension. In a real life situation, I break the arm. There we go, arm bar. Nice.
Sure.
So that's one option.
Can you do that in like quick mode without explaining what you just did?
Yes,
Can we just watch it
100%.
happen? Oh,
And the more you do it, the faster obviously you become, but it just takes rep upon rep upon
For
rep to get into
sure.
that. So that's option number one. Do we have time for a second one?
We do,
All right,
yeah.
Amazing. So option number two is one of my favorites, a triangle choke. In this scenario, Caitlin is probably trying to remove something here. Maybe one arm is trying to choke and one arm's trying to do something over here. So here we've got her shoulders are slightly slanted. Okay. I'm going to take this arm that's already closer to the leg and I'm going to throw it away, as we call it. So I control her wrist, I throw it away, I get my hips up, and I'm going to close my legs now where one leg is across her shoulder.
Sure.
Again, I want my shoulders off center, and then I close up that choke. I'll do it in both angles so the camera can see. So now I'm choking her. So we'll do it the other way around. So here's so the cameras can see, I throw this one away, leg comes up. So you can see I'm making a triangle
Yeah.
here. Arm comes across, I drive my heel down. And what we're doing is I'm essentially cutting off the blood supply to her neck by having we'll just go get one leg across. So here, my leg is cutting off her carotid artery blood supply on the side, and the arm is cutting off the blood supply on that side. And as I drive my heels down, you can see she's going nice and red. I can finish the choke.
thank goodness for the tap out as well.
Yeah.
So what are we doing after that? Whether it's the first pose or the second one, you've got them. Do you push? Do you break something? What's the next move?
So that entirely depends on the situation that you end up in.
Yeah.
So if this is a competition, she taps and I win the match. If this is a real life self-defense situation, I need to decide if I'm breaking my attacker's arm, I want to run away. If I'm choking my attacker unconscious, I also buy myself time to get away.
Yeah.
An arm bar, you're breaking an arm, your attacker is still going to live to tell the tale. With a choke situation,
Right.
how long you hold that choke for is going to depend on whether they go to sleep or whether they never wake up.
Right.
And you're going to decide depending on the situation
on the
that you're in.
situation. My goodness. And it's self-defense. We're just reminding you. We're dealing with self-defense here. Ladies, thank you so much.
you.
Once again, have put us in a better position, situational awareness as well as physical awareness when it comes to these worst case scenarios, which unfortunately is the reality of many women and men in South Africa that we do have to face. So this is not the end that we're seeing of them. As we mentioned, it is, of course, a series that we'll continue with. That is number 3, and we've got a
Correct.
couple more to go. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much to Jess and Caitlin. A practical way to take control of your own space. Absolutely love that. Keep your eyes there because we're going to continue on that series undoubtedly. Then after the break, we're going to have a little bit of fun busting a myth, the bounce back myths, that we just have to return to normal after we have had a baby. And I say we loosely. Obviously, we're going to be speaking to our moms now, delving into postpartum depression and what that actually looks like and what we need to do to ensure that we are resilient and strong to return to what life needs to be, not what it used to be. It's a new world. And then, of course, we are loving our moms today, and I think Liam loves his mom's journey right now. Sashali Small is here to cook with us, and Liam has been brought along. The real superstar in the kitchen will be revealed this morning. He seems very confident, but he's got a great mom, so he definitely got it from his mama, and we'll start cooking after this.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back and thanks for joining us. Now, for so many new moms, one of the biggest pressures after giving birth is actually that expectation to bounce back physically, but also emotionally, mentally, most importantly, and somehow all at the same time. Now, social media can make it seem like everyone is back in their jeans, back at work, back to their normal lives within weeks after giving birth. But the reality is often quite different from that. For many women, that emotional recovery can take far longer than actually expected. Now, this morning, we've brought on the big guns. We're joined by psychiatrist Dr. Jess Stanbridge, who has a special interest in women's mental health. Now, she's here to help us unpack what really happens psychologically after childbirth and why that bounce back myth can be so damaging. Doc, welcome and thank you. Thank you for doing the work and thank you for being here to encourage us to do the same. It is so good to have you. We had a bit of a chat now. When I said bounce back, I just thought body, because that's the immediate association. But from a mental health perspective, perhaps it's more important to focus on the bounce back. So what is it with these expectations for new moms?
You know, when I think about the bounce back expectation, I think it can actually be so detrimental for new moms to even think that they need to bounce back, you know? I think that moms put so much pressure on ourselves after we have our kids to be perfect mothers, to be perfect partners, to be perfect in the workplace when we come back. And I think we actually need to think about even the words bounce back. What are we bouncing back to exactly? You know, the term that I actually like more is a term called matrescence. I don't know if it's something that you've ever heard about before, but it stems from the word adolescence. And if you think about adolescence, it's about when children become adults. And the word matrescence is about when women become mothers.
Sure.
And so instead of thinking of how we're going to bounce back to who we were before, I think matrescence is such a nicer way and a nicer expectation of this becoming into motherhood instead of feeling like we should go back to who we were beforehand.
Right, it's that transition,
Absolutely.
matrescence.
Matrescence.
Okay, well, I'm adding that to my vocab because many women I've heard don't feel like themselves anymore because you're comparing yourself to what you were before you birthed this baby. So why is that transitional period so important psychologically for our new moms? I mean, what's happening and what do we need to be focusing on?
You know, if I were to take a scan of your brain before you got pregnant and then take a scan of your brain after you deliver your baby, your brain is a completely different shape.
That's
So that's something important to remember from a neurobiological perspective. So that's happening and that's settling. And then your identity has completely shifted. You weren't a mom before, you are a mom now. You know how to do everything else in your life. You've been a partner, you have a career. Now suddenly it's a new skill that you're learning. And for women, I think when they have children, they suddenly think, I should know how to be a mother immediately.
I should be perfect at this job.
Absolutely, because everyone thinks that motherhood is such a natural experience. But that's actually quite a myth. It takes quite a long time to transition into motherhood. And so that psychological identity is actually a thing that takes a long time to settle into. And I think women need that time to be able to navigate that. You know, I think the statistic around is that it takes 5 years for women to actually settle into the identity of motherhood. If we can have that more realistic expectation on ourselves, it can be really helpful psychologically.
This is also something I haven't heard because you're right, that bounce back is, okay, within the next 3 months, you'll be good.
Absolutely.
And back on track. 5 years, it could take, well, up to 5 years,
to
you're
5
saying.
years, yeah.
Okay, so there's often that expectation that motherhood should be the happiest time of your life. And I think holding that up to the standard where some women can't meet it and they're just trying and then often feeling like a failure because my reality is not looking like that. They feel overwhelmed and disconnected. I mean, what's going on there? Even emotionally numb, some of them, and distance from their baby.
Absolutely. You know, for some women, that's all they experience, is the joy, the love. Motherhood is the best thing that's ever happened to them. I work with mothers every single day of my life, and what I see mostly is what I would classify as maternal ambivalence, which is kind of, some days are amazing, some days my child is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Other days, this is really, really hard, and to be perfectly honest, I'd like to run away. And I think that we actually have to normalize both of those experiences. What we worry about is when someone is having more of the latter experience, the negative experience, more predominantly. That's something to be concerned about. But I think it's important to normalize that, yes, motherhood is wonderful, but it's also really, really hard, and it's okay if you're experiencing both of those things.
And it's very demanding.
Absolutely.
It's not something you can switch off and be like, I'm going to take a break for 2 hours.
Absolutely not.
It's just asking of you all the time. So I think about things like the hormonal changes that happen in your body. I mean, we know this even from having your period, the fluctuations, even more so when you're carrying a baby. the sleep deprivation. Everybody's been trying to warn me about this. And the constant demands of taking care of a newborn. These things sort of also play its role, right?
Absolutely. Listen, just about the hormonal changes,
Yeah.
you know, there's so much hormone that's maintaining your pregnancy. Within the first 3 days after you've delivered, those hormone levels drop back to pre-pregnancy rates. And so, you know, that is really, really fast dropping of hormones. Then the sleep deprivation, and yes, everyone is warning you about it. You know, they tested a new drug a while ago for postpartum depression, and what they did was they admitted a lot of people to hospital. They realized, oh my gosh, this drug is amazing, it works so well, all these moms have gotten better. They sent them home again. Majority of them got on well again. What they determined was actually the biggest risk factor was the sleep deprivation. When they were in hospital, they were sleeping. When they were home, they weren't. And so sleep deprivation is a massive, massive risk factor for postpartum mental health symptoms.
Wow.
Then the overstimulation of a baby. Like you said, it's a demand that's consistently there and you can't switch it off. And all of those things really do impact mental health.
Well, Doc, I'm glad you're not going anywhere. That was part one. We've got another one on the way. To all the mamas and mamas-to-be, if you are in preparation, even as a partner, this is a great conversation for you to engage in and be part of. We're going to continue talking about that postpartum depression and anxiety in just a little bit with our good expert over here.
Oh, man, we're going to have a whole lot of fun. You can see the smile on my face right now because I'm talking to my mom. And this was one of the first tips I was given in TV land. If you want to be authentic, if you want the love to shine through your eyes when you're speaking to your viewers, talk to your mom. So, Mom, I love you. This morning is all about celebrating those special bonds between mothers and their children through the food they love to make. It is our love language here. And Sasha Lee Small, who we are so proud of right now, is joined by her incredible son, Liam, to share a few of their family favorites, starting with, get this, a sweet and savory maple bacon brioche fingers. Get out of town. They're made for dipping, they're made for sharing, they're made for me. Liam, I love you already, guy. Welcome to it. How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous, good, because you must be nervous, right? Because your poor mom does like a different reality cooking show every night, so our hearts are like this. How proud of your mom are you right now, guy?
So much, like a lot. Like,
I get it, dude, because she's awesome and she knows how to make things like this and she's teaching us. So, Sash, what are we going to be creating today? I read the label, but it sells it short. This is amazing.
So Liam loves French toast. So we decided to do something fun today. So these are brioche fingers wrapped in bacon, and then we just stuff some beautiful icing sugar and some maple syrup on it. So Liam, I'm going to put everybody to work now.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
So Graham, do you mind cutting the bread first? I've given you an example of how they should look. These
And of course, she's cut like absolutely, you know, only geniuses and crazy people can cut perfect shapes like that, okay? I don't know which lane you fit into. Okay, I can do this, I can do this.
And then Liam, you're going to start on the custard for the French toast.
okay.
There's all your ingredients, and then I'll put the stove on.
So, Liam, do you enjoy cooking or are you kind of forced into it because your mom's just so good at it?
I enjoy cooking.
Are you a sweet tooth or a savory?
Sweet tooth.
Really? I love the fact, so my mom is very much a sweet tooth and I'm not. So she would always be experimenting with things and I'd have to kind of taste test. What's the nicest thing that your mom makes, do you think?
Probably like sweet or savory.
Oh, wow, you can go both lanes. You can give me one of each.
For savory, probably her French toast. And then for sweet, probably... There's a lot of good options, but probably her... I think it was lemon meringue.
Oh, now you are talking our language. Okay, I think these are right. Mine are a little bit smaller and slightly less even, but they're cute, right?
That is really cute, yeah.
It's cute. Thank you for saying that, Sash. I like it.
I think that one.
But you are allowed the one fat French toast piece, okay? And that's the chef's reward.
Okay, let's do some dipping.
Okay. Why the brioche, Sash? What's...
I love brioche. Brioche is buttery. It's a little bit sweet, so it elevates the French toast. We try and get a stale loaf because that's the best for...
Okay, so it's got a bit more backbone,
yeah,
a little bit more substance.
structure.
Okay.
I'm going to get that bread and let's start dipping and then you can pop it in. Okay.
And this is the dangerous part, Liam, okay? This is where my heart starts beating. How long do we soak the bread for?
It's good to do it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn.
Okay. You see, and you've got to have a good pair of tongs in the kitchen, and then we are safe.
Like, this is giving me anxiety. My hands would be in there already.
I know, I love it, hey? I was going to ask you who drives the kitchen energy when you guys are cooking. When you go to the effort that you do, Sash, for your kids. There we go.
Nice fluff.
See, that's how we do it. Officially, that's the official dismount. You've got to throw it into the pan like that. There is something just so amazing about putting in the effort when we cook. And for me, it's about creating the culture around enjoying cooking, not just for the nutrients, but it's something special. For you to be able to cook with your son when you've been in these high-pressure situations where it's just against the clock and it's all insane, when you get to just dress it down and be in your kitchen with your boy, how special is that to you?
It's amazing. I think for me, it really comes down to we bond over food, and Liam's a huge foodie, so he's my most honest critique.
I was going to say, yeah, don't pull no punches.
He doesn't hold back in terms of, Mom, this tastes weird, or you put too much salt, or you didn't put enough salt, or...
Think of how his palate is developing. Okay, how's it going then, Liam? What do you think?
I'm struggling a bit.
I don't think you're struggling. I think you're doing it perfectly.
You are doing it perfectly.
You've got to give each piece the love
Some
and
love,
care
yeah.
that it deserves.
Yeah.
Because
There you go.
I swear that energy goes into the food.
Absolutely.
And into the little bellies.
Absolutely. So Liam was quite young when he made this little video of himself, and he was like, it was the cutest thing. He's like, I'm Chef Liam. And I was like, okay, this one is definitely gonna follow Mom's footsteps.
And good, we can be anything in this era. You can be a chef and everything else.
I think it definitely helps, just give us some time together as well.
It's a little bubble,
you
yeah.
get so busy with school and life, and in the kitchen we get to just connect and catch up about his day. So for us, it's more than just making a meal together. It's really just spending that one-on-one time with each other and catching up, which is very important. We don't get to do it all the time, so those moments are quite special for me.
And it's the kind of thing, I suppose, Liam's at an age now where he's becoming the man,
Oh, yeah.
that he is going to be. And that, I think, is quite a heartbreaking thing when I see my boy starting to embrace that. When you think of the fun that you guys have in the kitchen, Liam, is this something that you could see yourself doing professionally? I know you're very young and no one's asking you to set that down in stone, but how do you feel when you cook?
I feel really good. I feel like I really want to become a chef when I get older. Because my mom set such a good role model, so I really want to become a chef like her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Man, absolutely
I honestly didn't pay him to say that, Greg.
What do you mean? You pay him every day in French toast wrapped in bacon and syrup. Oh, man, we cannot rush the genius in this kitchen. Am I talking about Liam? Am I talking about Sasha? I'm talking about these beautiful little French toast brioche fingers. We're going to continue to develop that golden crust, and then the real magic begins.
There you go.
This is already shaping up to be the breakfast
So I'm
of the
going
year.
to leave Liam with that, and then I'm going to show you how to quickly roll.
Okay, well, we're going to continue with our bacon rolling part of the process, which might be the coolest job in the world.
Okay, yes,
And we will
because
see
you're
now.
supposed to taste it, and that's the most
You've got to
important.
taste the bacon.
Yeah,
Oh, this one's too crispy. I think it needs to be eaten.
Okay, so you just wrap it like this, Graham, and then you actually can put it down that way. If you don't have a toothpick will work as well. You can
Just use
skewer
gravity,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, or you can just use gravity.
I
And
love
then
it.
you can-
Okay, well, we're going to continue this process. We will have a full row of little blankets going in just a moment. Absolutely delicious. Liam, you're a superstar, buddy. Well done. We will be back with our head chef in just a moment. I could eat it like that.
Yeah, you could.
Only you can make my day.
thanks for joining us. I told you that we're having a really interesting conversation all around our mamas out there. We've got the question, what really happens to your mind after you've had a baby? And also, how long does it take to actually recover? Now, we're continuing our conversation with psychiatrist Dr. Jess Sambridge about the mental but also the emotional recovery after having the beautiful baby. Our bundles of joy that we want to get excited about having, Doc. But you know, for many people, they've heard of the postpartum depression, the postpartum blues, but the anxiety side of things doesn't often get spoken about. So what's the difference between those?
It's a really good question. The one thing to know is that they can often overlap, okay? Essentially, and I'm not going to get into the physiology of it too much, but when you're pregnant, your fear center in your brain gets a little bit bigger. And that predisposes you to developing anxiety postpartum. Okay. And anxiety, essentially, what it can look like is really excessive worrying about your baby. Obviously, small, vulnerable baby, you're going to worry about that baby to some extent. But it's worrying that can feel really ruminatory in your brain. It can also be, I'm really worried about my baby's safety during the night, so I'm kind of checking whether or not they're breathing, checking the monitor, making sure everything's okay. That anxiety can even impact your sleep. So you're exhausted, but you can't sleep because of how anxious you are. Sure. So really, it's a worry, but it's a worry that causes huge amounts of distress and also impacts your functioning with regards to how you're looking after your child. Whereas if we're looking at the postpartum depression aspect of it, that is crying quite a lot, feeling really disconnected from your baby, struggling to eat, also again not sleeping. So you can see there's a little bit of overlap between the two, but the mood symptoms are more feeling really emotional, and the anxiety is this excessive worrying that can happen.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just thinking warning signs maybe that we can look out for, that the mother maybe needs to seek professional help. What are some of those red flags that are waving?
So, you know, the warning sign aspect of it is, okay, the warning signs that happen in your home. So, so your partner, or if you are a single mom, do you have a close friend or an extended family member who in your home can see those kinds of warning signs? And then also what we want to look at is kind of the warning signs that we see within communities. So when you go to your follow-up gynae visit, or if you're seeing your pediatrician and they start asking about your mental health, you know, not everyone has someone at home who's able to look at the warning signs. So we have to remember that postpartum is also a community effort, okay? So in your home, you know, I like to say that we should be having these kind of frank discussions from the very beginning. Your partner should be coming to you regularly and saying, how are you actually feeling? Are you having any thoughts or feelings that feel really distressing to you?
Sure.
You know, women feel so much shame about struggling postpartum that often they keep it really internalized. And so for someone to directly ask them, what is going on for you right now? And how can I help? Is a really important, transparent conversation to have. The other things to look out for are, I don't really feel connected to baby. I don't really want to get up and feed when my baby's crying, or I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping, I'm feeling like I'm really disconnected. Those are really, really big flags. And if you are concerned at all, always seek professional help. 100%. Rather seek professional help earlier rather than later.
You know, they say it takes a village to help
Absolutely.
a baby, or at least raise a baby, but also a village to help a mom.
Absolutely.
Across that transitional period that we've been talking about. And you have to have people that are looking out for you.
Definitely.
Because sometimes I think the overwhelm can translate to, I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling a lot right now.
Absolutely. And
help me.
Absolutely. And I see it so much, you know, when you're in that phase, you're so overwhelmed, so sleep deprived. You've never been a mom before. Your hormones are all over the place. You don't actually have that much perspective.
Right.
You know?
Or the words.
Exactly. And so to have people around you who have been mothers before, or partners who you've had these kinds of discussions with, those are really important preventative strategies to put in place.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think about it's 3 a.m., baby's been crying, we fed, put it to bed, it's dark, I can't sleep yet, I'm grabbing my phone. Now I'm scrolling, and because of the algorithm, it's constantly feeding me these stories of newborn phases, newborn mums, and now I'm comparing my life. This obviously has an impact on me, right?
Of course, absolutely.
So this online phase of things, or this online addition, what impact does that have on newborn moms or new moms?
Well, you know, people, as we always say, they post the highlights reel, right? So they're posting all the wonderful parts of motherhood. And motherhood is incredibly wonderful, but it is also incredibly hard. But mothers, I find, are innately very critical of themselves. They feel like they're getting it wrong. They feel like they aren't doing the right things for their baby. Maternal guilt is something that is very persistent across most mothers.
100%.
And then we look on social media and it looks like everyone else is getting it right. Then we feel like we're doing even worse than we were in our minds beforehand. you know, when my daughter was born, and she's almost 5 now, I had to ban myself from social media for almost the first year of her life because the comparison was just too hard. And it's important just to remember, it's not real. Your experience of motherhood is valid, and you're not doing anything wrong.
I love that. And I know those are lasting words, but I'm going to ask you for a few more words of encouragement, because there definitely are moms right now. Maybe they're on maternity leave or they're about to be mothers that maybe need that word of encouragement. What would you like to leave with them?
You know, I think that, as I said before, motherhood is about becoming. It's not a natural process to everyone. We're not going to know how and every baby is different. We're not going to know how to mother our babies perfectly from the beginning. Allow yourself the imperfections in it. It is really hard, but it is incredibly wonderful. You are doing such a good job. You are the perfect mother for your baby. And then also to remember that if you're struggling, it's okay. Seek help. It can really get so much better.
Absolutely. Let's release the shame, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And reach out if you do need help. Dr. Jess, thank you for joining us this morning. I know that you've put many women at ease, and this conversation can be revisited. It will be available on YouTube, and we'll keep her details, of course, on our social media pages. So to the new mamas out there, we got this, okay? I'm half speaking to myself when I say that as well. We're going to go into this transitioning period, feeling a bit more calm and at peace. A little bit later on in this hour, we are going to be chatting to Nure and Laverne, online moms, in fact, that share their journey of how they keep balance. For now, though, let's get into your news.
Oh, and Clarissa, we cannot wait until the mama version of you returns to see what that next chapter is going to look like. We're just so proud of everything that you are doing in the journey so far. But of course, for now, we are not just speaking to our mama bear, but to all across the land. Let's get into our national news on the top of the hour. We start here in South Africa, where the late anti-gang unit officer, Constable Tapelo Tlhomatsane, has been laid to rest in Gedrugte village in Zebediela in Limpopo. The 29-year-old was killed alongside colleague Constable Sipiwe Sebeko while responding to a call in Rego Park. And family, friends and senior police officials paid tribute, describing Tlhomatsane as disciplined, respectful and an inspiration to his community. An acting National Police Commissioner, Puleng Dimpane, says one suspect is behind bars while police pursue additional arrests. Tlhomatsane leaves behind his parents, sibling and a child, and we certainly send our condolences to his family. Now, it seems that lectures remain suspended at the University of Fort Hare's Alice campus following violent student protests over residents' conditions, safety and governance. Now, demonstrators clashed with security guards and police while campus buildings were set alight, causing property damage, as you can see. An SRC Premier, Somalezi Ndamase, says students have raised concerns about poor conditions for years now. Police spokesperson Majola Nkoli warns that further incidents could lead to arrests under Section 48 of the Criminal Procedure Act. 2 students have been arrested for alleged public violence in that lane. Now we can cast a wider gaze on the international news front. 2 people have died and hundreds were evacuated after 2 wildfires broke out almost simultaneously on the Greek island of Salamina. That's quite close to Athens. About 200 firefighters, supported by aircraft and 50 fire engines and water tankers, battled the flames amid some very strong winds, exacerbating conditions. Around 500 people were evacuated by sea, while at least 10 others suffered burns or smoke inhalation. And 1 fire was brought under control, while the second had no active front. And authorities are continuing to monitor the island as high wildfire risks persist, and of course those temperatures record highs throughout the year. Now we can bring it slightly closer to home. Health workers battling the Ebola outbreak in eastern Congo say unpaid salaries and limited resources are now hampering the response. Some workers have gone more than 3 months without pay, while shortages of protective equipment and transport affecting surveillance. Now, a treatment centre in Nizi temporarily closed, in fact, after workers went on strike there. The outbreak has recorded so far 4,381 confirmed cases and 2,011 deaths, sadly. And that's according to the government data released. Authorities say the Bundabugyo Ebola outbreak began in February this year, months before it was officially declared. Now, Lee, let's move to the US, where researchers at the University of Kentucky have identified microglia, the brain's immune cells, as a key driver of sleep disruption associated with Alzheimer's disease. So in animal models, temporarily removing most microglia restored more than 2 hours of sleep per night, particularly restorative in REM sleep. And the findings challenge the belief that plaques or dying neurons alone cause sleep loss. So researchers say the discovery could open new avenues for treatment by targeting inflammation without removing amyloid plaques. This is a big step, if you know. And the team is also exploring ways to calm overactive microglia using existing medicines, and scientists hope that the work could eventually improve sleep, cognition and quality of life for people with Alzheimer's. A great story to round off our 7 o'clock bulletin. Let's do that now and get into our sport. Well, we are on this continent, so let's start with the biggest news on this continent. The indomitable Lionesses have made history in Rabat in Morocco, defeating Malawi 3-0 to secure their first ever Women's African Cup of Nations title. Well done. It was a dominant first half performance, making all the difference, featuring a double from Marie Ngamanga and then a goal from Naomi Eto'o as well, sealing a comfortable victory for Cameroon, who had previously finished up as runners-up on 3 occasions. So this must have meant the world. Well, on the flip side of that coin, one season now opening up, and what a message to send. Arsenal made a massive opening statement for their new season, powering past Manchester City with a 3-0 victory to claim the 2026 Community Shield. Putting his hand up, Ricardo Calafiori, he netted the fastest goal in Community Shield history, just 23 seconds in. And that was followed by strikes from Kai Havertz and captain Martin Odegaard to hand Mikel Arteta's side a nice early season silverware and send that message ahead of the Premier League season. Now let's get into the cricketing lane, and we love stories like this. And one of the biggest upsets in modern Test history, Bangladesh secured a 9-wicket victory over Australia. So driven by Hassan Mahmood's 6-wicket haul in the first innings and then a century from Tanzim Hassan Tamim, the Tigers dominated their top-ranked hosts throughout the match, in fact, to record their first Test win in Australia. A massive moment for them. Now, let's get back into the rugby, and we haven't even officially started the tour. We've been treated to some amazing moments already. So the All Blacks, they delivered a powerful statement, running in 8 tries to sweep past the Bulls, 50-19, in their preparation match at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. Bulls did have some magical moments, but man of the match, Anton Segner, he led a dominant effort for the All Blacks, while Cody Taylor and Leroy Carter each crossing the line with 2 tries apiece, as New Zealand remain unbeaten on their South African tour ahead of the big one, the greatest rivalry, the Test series up against the Springboks, commencing soon. Well, that's where we leave our sport for this hour of the show. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. As always, the roads should be up and running by now. Let's get you to work safely.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's get into your roads now. Just one incident to report on out in Cape Town in Bellville South. Congestion has been reported on the R300 northbound at the N1 inbound ramp. Now, motorists headed that way can expect delays and are advised to allow for extra travel time as they hit the road. All right, that's where we leave things. Let's get straight into your weather to prepare you for the day. Out in Polokwane, your day ushers in warm, sunny skies. Now, your temperatures will range between a brisk start of 6 degrees and increase to a warmer high of 26. Your new week will be spent under bright sunny skies, with temperatures peaking at 30 degrees by Thursday, but remaining in those high 20s throughout. Out in Klerksdorp today, you can expect mainly sunny skies throughout. Your temperatures will start from a low of 4 to a high of 24 degrees. Now, heading into the week, sunny conditions will dominate, with daytime highs from midweek till Saturday peaking at 29. Well, let's see what Pretoria is looking like at the start of the new week. Sunny skies will persist with lingering clouds. Temperatures will range between 8 and a warmer high of 26. Now, sunful days are far from over, with sunny skies dominating your week, with temperatures maxing at 29 degrees. Out in Johannesburg, predominantly sunny conditions are set for your day today. Your temperatures, well, they'll range between a cold 8 and a high sitting at 22. Now, sunny conditions will define the coming days, with Tuesday and Wednesday's daytime highs sitting at 25 degrees and increasing slightly by Thursday. Heading into Mbombela next, where your Monday is set to be a sunny day. Your temperatures will move from a brisk 9 to a high of 26 degrees. As we look ahead, your week will be sun-filled with very warm weather, temperatures reaching those mid to upper 20s, and by Thursday it will peak at 30 degrees. In the beautiful Bloemfontein up next, partly cloudy skies will dominate much of your day today. A cold start, though, of 4 degrees that will climb to a maximum sitting at 24. Now, sunny skies with lingering clouds will dominate your week's forecast, with temperatures on the warmer side despite a bit of a chilly start. Let's head to Richards Bay next, where sunny skies take over your day today. As for your temperatures, it will of course sit between a cool 14 and a set high of 26. Cloudy skies will gradually increase by midweek, while tomorrow brings you sunny skies with lingering clouds. The daytime high is coming at you at 25 degrees. All right, Durban on your side, predominantly sunny skies will dominate your Monday. Temperatures will start at a warm 14 and rise to a warmer 25. Now, sun-filled skies will turn cloudy by tomorrow, so enjoy the warm weather while it lasts, with temperatures sitting between 16 and 23. Mthatha, let's see what's going down on your side. It's mostly sunny conditions that will dominate your skies today. As for your temperatures, it will start from a brisk 9 before rising to a high of 29. Now, tomorrow's temperatures will drift from a chilly 12 to a high of 23 degrees by midday. In Uba, on your side, skies will remain mostly sunny throughout your day. Temperatures range from a cold 7 to a warm high of 29. Now, partly cloudy conditions will take over your week's skies, with temperatures peaking by midweek at a daytime high coming at you at 31 degrees. And then out in Kugompo City, mostly sunny skies with lingering clouds do lie ahead for you. As for your temperatures, it will range from a colder 14 to a warmer 22 degrees. Looking ahead, cloudy conditions are set to persist with sunny breaks during the days with fairly warm conditions. Let's head to GQ next. Out in Ebeja, sunny skies will take center stage today. Temperatures starting from a chilly 11 and rising to 21. Now, tomorrow ushers in cloudy and humid conditions, with temperatures moving between a low start of 11 to a high sitting at 20. Let's head to the Western Cape next. Starting in the gorgeous George, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies, temperatures drifting from a cool 12 to a pleasant high of 21. Now, rain is likely tomorrow, chanced at 40%, while temperatures range between 10 and 16. All right, Cape Town, out of the mother city, it's mostly cloudy conditions that will take over your day today. Your temperatures will range between 12 and 17 degrees. Now, grey skies will define your coming days, with cool to pleasant temperatures moving in those upper teens. It will peak tomorrow at 18 degrees. And then out in Sutherland, a partly cloudy day does lie ahead, with gentle winds at 24 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures will shift between a cold 4 and a set high of 22 degrees. Now, partly cloudy skies will take over your day tomorrow, with conditions remaining much the same as today. That start will come at you at 7 degrees. And then out in Kimberley, mostly sunny skies are set to dominate your forecast today. Your temperatures move from a low of 6 to a high of 27 degrees. Now, a stretch of sunshine does lie ahead, with temperatures reaching 30 come Wednesday and Thursday. It will max on Friday at 31 degrees. All right, Uppington, what's going down your side? Well, it's all about those cloudy periods that will feature throughout your day. Your temperatures will range between 8 and a warm high of 31 degrees today. Now, sunful days are far from over, with temperatures reaching 31 degrees tomorrow, peaking at 33 come midweek. Beautiful weather across the country, giving us just a glimpse of what spring and summer could look like as we enter into the final moments of winter. And as we enter the first bits of this hour, let's get into the sunrise view to kickstart 7 o'clock. Louise G. Cherry, our family out in Alberton in Gauteng, sent this morning view. We love to see it. Now, I just imagine, Louise, this is your morning walk, part of your routine, snapping a picture of the beautiful scene ahead of you, and then, of course, sharing it with your Expresso family, and we appreciate it just the same. 22 is what you can expect out in Alberton and Gauteng. And remember to share yours with us. We've seen Durban, we've seen Joburg. Now let's see what your side is looking like. 063-0369649. Really excited to get into the second hour of the show because we've got a songbird in our midst.
Oh, we got a few. We got a whole ensemble. Anselin Geisman is here, buddy. I've got to say, listening to your sound checks, it's been like just blankets of bliss washing over me. Your voice is second to none, but we have got Soulful Reflections.
Absolutely.
How are you now that you are reflecting on one's soul?
Feeling very reflective. Feeling very reflective. I'm good, thank you, G. How are you?
Oh, just all the better for having him here. You don't understand. We love intimate dress-down musical performances, but when you get this level of gravitas in performance, head over to our socials, head over to his socials, see if you can get a sneak peek of some of the songs that are going to be performed, not just at Soulful Reflections, but here today, and we'll plug you in on the other side of this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thanks for joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso on S3. Now, joining us today, I hope you're excited. We've got Janka Piasek as well as a beautiful Mr. Anselin, which we'll get into a little bit. But Janka may be somebody you haven't heard of, event representative for the Old Apostolic Church. And then, of course, our boy Anselin Geisman is back, one of the featured performers at Soulful Reflections, happening this weekend, a fundraising music event, bringing together the music and the community, and, of course, all behind a meaningful wonderful cause. So let's give them a feel-good Expresso. Welcome, everybody. Hey, young Anslin, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
You didn't tell me about the black memo, but it's fine.
Listen, we didn't know about it either. We felt each other.
You felt it.
In our soul.
You know?
Ahead of Soulful
And we like to
Reflections.
see this, especially ahead of Soulful. Exactly. Yanka, let me start with you. I'm so excited about this weekend for you guys as well. The event representative for the Old Apostolic Church, that's what you're representing today. What inspired the church to host something like this and to this level, especially for the community?
Yeah. So at the heart of it, Soulful Reflections is a fundraising initiative, but we wanted to create an event that gets people together while at the same time being able to make a difference, right? So the funds being raised will go towards the children and elderly within our respective church communities. So not only are we hoping for a night that is going to be of beautiful music, thanks to Anslin, but also to make a meaningful difference.
Oh my gosh, it already is. I can already tell what's going to happen this weekend. Now, what does it mean to you, Anslin? I mean, you performed on many stages, including our very own Expresso stage, and we love to see it. This event, Soulful Reflections, knowing that it is used to support the community, the young kids, the older folk, what does it mean to you?
I think it sort of really puts into perspective what it means to be impactful and to make a difference, right? It's not just an opportunity for us to go out there and do some work and sing a few songs and make people feel good, but the underscore of knowing that the work that you are doing or undertaking in that sort of space is because, you know, a bigger organization wants to do great in other areas like the children and the elderly in the communities, which is, there's a dire need for them to be serviced in many areas. And so being a part of something that is of great impact warms my heart, and it really just gives us so much more, you know, feeling, and we want to give so much more. I mean, if I could do the show every day for the sake of...
You heard that, Bianca, because he will.
Yeah.
Because he will.
Yeah, so it just means a great deal to me, and really just, I'm so honored to be part of this.
I always wonder when it comes to putting set lists together. I mean, you are singing to a crowd of diverse people.
Yeah.
Where do you begin?
I think it's in knowing that the crowd is in fact diverse.
Yeah.
And so as diverse as the crowd is, we need to be eclectic in our selection of music and the establishment of the repertoire. So whether it be up-tempo, inspirational, soulful, I think the show really caters for everybody. If you're feeling a bit down, there's a song that will uplift your spirit. If you're feeling like your back needs a bit of a stretch, we're going to put our backs into
Come
it.
on.
You know? So I think it really caters for everybody holistically. So whether you appreciate a bit of Luther Vandross, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Bianca, you know, there's a song for everybody. So,
And the gospel choruses as well that we know and love.
Yeah.
The performers. I mean, we already have our superstar here. Who else is joining on the stage? Why was it important for the community to have that representation with the people you're about to say?
So we've got Anslin, Fagri and Andrea, which is incredibly exciting. But I want to touch on the fact that we had actually a poll to get them for the event, right? We sent out a poll, and from the beginning, we wanted to get our members part of this decision, part of what we want to do. So we sent out the poll, and like literally at the top of the list was Anslin,
obviously,
Fagri,
and Andrea.
Yeah. So, and that makes it so special for us, because these are the voices our members want to hear within the church.
Incredible. And they're all friends of the show. You know, we're big fans of all of you.
Absolutely.
And I love to see you. I mean, what did that feel like, knowing that the people asked for you specifically?
That's wild. Firstly, I do believe that I now have the necessary support out there in Cape Town to become the president of South Africa.
You have my vote. I'm voting Anslin.
Should I stand for anything in this election? I think it means a great deal, because not only is it, you know, the fact that people want to see me, but it means that somewhere along, you know, my journey in music, somebody has been inspired or has sort of been impacted in some or other way, and for them to make a conscious decision to say that they want to see me perform is actually a big deal. It gives me a mama I made it type of feel, but also so honored because there are so many incredible artists in Cape Town. We are blessed with some of the greatest voices of our time.
True.
And for me to be seen and for the organization to to select me as one of those is quite a big deal. So when you do see me walking around with a chip on my shoulder, know that it's because of the Old Apostolic Church.
That's all you, eh? That's all you. We're going to say, Alison, please, the room is not big enough for the head now. We will always
They
welcome.
deserve it, right? They deserve it.
He absolutely deserves it. We've been saying this, singing your praises for the longest time. But I think at the base of it and at the point of it, it's purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what people recognize. That's what they see. And the best part is that if you are in the Mother City this weekend, we are giving away 5 double tickets. Now, all you have to do is via voice note on our WhatsApp line, let us know which performer you're most excited to see. I'm joking. You could choose anybody. But obviously the right answer is Anslin, okay? But there's Fakri, there's also Andrea. So please let us know, and we will keep running that competition so that you can come on through. We want to beat with you, dance with you, connect with you at the Soulful Reunion. So remember, send that voice note. 5 double tickets that we're giving away. Who is your favorite performer as we gear up to an incredible performance by Anslin?
Oh, and everyone has their favorite. Now, we're going to stay in that cultured lane right now. And we're going to return to an artist, of course, who we chatted to a couple of weeks ago. For 4 decades, ABSA's L'Atelier Art has been opening doors for Africa's emerging visual artists through incredible mentorship, career development, plugging them into that economic ecosystem, and then, of course, giving them exhibition opportunities. And this year, one of those success stories has come full circle. Carissa decided she wanted some culture. She attended the opening of Terrains of Memory at the AVA Gallery in Cape Town, the debut solo exhibition of the incredible Dr. Ayabolo Kekere-Ekun. Take a look.
Great art often asks us to look within, and tonight we're doing exactly that as we are at the AVA Art Gallery witnessing something incredible. That's the solo exhibition of the 2021 ambassador of the ABSA L'Atelier Art, Dr. Ayabolo Kekere-Ekun. It's all about those terrains of memory, exploring themes of recollection, healing, and becoming who we are. Dr. Velez, congratulations on 40 years of ABSA L'Atelier Art. I'm curious to know what the importance and the value of a solo exhibition is for an ambassador.
It really assists them in putting themselves out there, that the public can suddenly see who are these winners and what are they actually capable of doing. After being announced as a winner, they go through a 2-year program. But those masterclasses are very much focused on the business side of art, to how do you take yourself to the next level and manage your career. They go through an international residency with the other winners from that year. Generally 2 years after winning, they have a solo exhibition in country.
From Lagos to Los Angeles, I know you've caught the attention of A-listers like Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. I'm so curious how you found the ABSA L'Atelier Art platform has taken you to these new heights.
I would say it's been an incredibly supportive team to work with, you know, really invested in the artist's vision, the artist's needs, their perspective. You know, there's very few avenues that pretty much let you do what you want for the most part. And I'm incredibly humbled and grateful to have them on my side. It's been an amazing ride. The work I'm showing here is almost radically different from the work that I won the exhibition with. And, you know, it's almost like me finding the other side of my coin, if that makes any sense. And I think I would describe the exhibition as an ode to the journey of becoming myself and accepting myself and, like, genuinely loving myself.
I know as a young artist trying to start out, there's a lot of things we're trying to still look after from a business perspective. But ABSA is there, the bank is there to be able to help you put these things together. Tailor-made solutions that really make your life look a little bit easier. One thing that we are very big in is growing wealth, preserving wealth, and enhancing your health as well. And some of the tailor-made solutions we have allow our artists and entrepreneurs in general to do this. There are services that allow our artists to try and firstly create a savings culture in their environment, a saving culture in their business, and this really allows them to enhance their growth and save money to be able to make sure that their wealth is protected and preserved.
it's really difficult for young artists to find a platform to showcase their stories, to tell their stories. So ABSA providing that opportunity to emerging artists really contributes to the grassroots, to the really the level of the creative community where the young talent is nurtured. And there are not that many opportunities around there like that. So ABSA playing an important role in this very important phase for young artist development really makes a big difference.
This evening was amazing. Met a lot of amazing people, and just the art itself just spoke to me, and it made me belong to the space, and just the entire room was just filled with laughter and joy, and the artist was also amazing.
What we enjoyed the most about tonight's exhibition is firstly the texture in terms of the artwork. I also enjoyed mingling with the fellow art lovers and also the opportunity to meet new people. I think ABSA did a great job what they're doing for the community, especially the art community, and it's something that I would be proud of being a part of.
Now, the art really resonated with me in terms of reminding me that healing isn't linear. And when I look at the movement of the art ebbing and flowing, it just kind of shows me that the movement of life is truly what keeps the heartbeat of it going as well. So for those young, inspiring artists who would love to get to the levels of Dr. Ayabola, what would you say to encourage them to enter as soon as the 1st of April comes around?
What I would say, whether you're self-taught, whether you professionally trained, put your hat in the ring, enter the ABSA Atelier. There are not as many opportunities and platforms like the ABSA Atelier, but what it does do, it puts you onto a Pan-African stage, it puts you onto the global stage. But what we would encourage any artist, if you're serious about your career, make use of the opportunity that the ABSA Atelier offers you and enter it.
I would tell them the opportunity will pass either way, the time will pass either way. Just try. I think I personally never want to find myself in a position where I wonder what could have happened. Let's try. What's the worst that could happen? They tell you no. You tell people no all the time. No's are inevitable.
It's fair to say that Terrains of Memory is proof that art truly has the power to preserve culture as well as inspire conversations and challenge perspectives. A huge congratulations to ABSA for 40 years of Le Atelier Art. Here's to many more.
Ayabola, Dr. Ayabola, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence in studio, but you looked far more at home in your Terrains of Memory. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. And of course, that exhibition is on at the AVA Gallery in Cape Town up until the 26th of September. You will be committing a crime if you do not go and see it. And of course, this might just inspire you. It's free entry, and your story might be the next inspiration.
Well, that's right. Congratulations once again to the doc.
All right, so I'm taking a step back today because it's the mama journey. So what's up next on your boot camp for mamahood?
Well, you know, we spoke about this a bit earlier, how online comparison, especially with the vulnerable new mums and even mums that have been seasoned and done this a while, we compare ourselves online to the highlight journeys and reels of others.
Life, man.
And so we brought into online mamas. Laverne's going to join us as well as Nuri, friends of the show too, and we're going to find out from them how they kind of strike that balance and also not create unfair expectations.
Yeah, we want to share the knowledge. We don't want to create their expectations like it's a judgment.
That's
okay,
right.
Everyone moves at their own speed in their own direction. But I absolutely love that for you. And then Anson Geisman and his friends are here. We have been treated to some amazing sound checks. Never mind the actual performances. You get full value after this. We'll see you now.
It is indeed your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A good morning to you. We're celebrating women who actually hold families together in countless different ways. Now, for many moms, social media has become a place to find advice and also friendship and the comforting reminder that they're not alone. That's the good side of things, but it can also bring comparison and the pressure to look like they have it all together all the time. So joining us maybe to dismantle these myths are three incredible content creators who've built remarkable communities by sharing motherhood with honesty, importantly, humor, and definitely a whole lot of heart. So please welcome Safa Mama, Laverne Turner-Manuel, as well as Nuri Gallo, everybody. Yo, Safa Mama. Almost a Safa Mama. We love to see it. We are here for it. And I love the fact that social media really has allowed for more moms to feel supported. And I did mention there are two sides to this coin, so maybe you can speak to both of those, Safa Mama. Supported, but also maybe, on the other hand, more compared to? What's going on there?
I think when you scroll social media, you have an obligation to curate your feed.
I like that.
Right? So you need to ensure that you're on the right side of social media. You find the right pages that do support moms and not put them under some harsh spotlight, because we are all literally just doing our best every single day. And sometimes it's not pretty. And I think sometimes moms just need the permission to go, this is hard, and I'm allowed to just do my best, but I'm also allowed to just struggle a bit through it. And I think that's the kind of safe space that I've inadvertently actually created by just going, I don't care, you're going to see it, warts and all.
I'm here for it, because when you're honest and when you're transparent like that, there is some backlash. I've seen that as well. But for a lot of women, it sets them free to know I'm not alone in this. So thank you for sharing that part of your journey as well. Laverne, on your side, I mean, have you compared yourself and your motherhood journey to others?
Absolutely. I still do it every single day. And I think we can all admit that at some point as a mother, you do question. However, something that I've actually learned is if you're not questioning whether you're doing a good job, you're not a good mom, you know, because you should try to improve on areas that you feel you could work on, you know. But I think we're all just navigating this journey at the end of the day together.
Yeah, I mean, I love what you mentioned earlier, Safa Mama, about the fact that we're doing our best with what we have right now.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't put that expectation about something in 5 years. Today is day one, and that's what it's about. Nuri, on your side as well, becoming a single mom after divorce that you've shared with us online as well. I mean, how did that change the way that you show up online today?
So I think, you know, divorce is a huge life adjustment to go through, and that absolutely, because it's like something that you're navigating every single day, automatically I just find myself sharing more and more about my journey. Some things still haven't been shared, but the things that I have shared, I found that so many women relate, so many moms relate. I get, you know, many DMs, you know, of women.
I'm just going to pass you a mic quickly, Nuri, if you don't mind.
I get many DMs, you know, from ladies who are either going through something or about to go through something, asking, you know, like, how did you navigate this? So I think it's also important to speak about those hard things online.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome, Nuri. We'll come back to you with that answer because we didn't quite catch it, but we will get back to you. Laverne, have you shared any side of yourself that's quite vulnerable online? Maybe it was scary. I think about it like a risky text.
Yeah.
You send it, you throw your phone and you walk away, right?
I do that every day. So I've actually built such a beautiful community where I feel safe enough to share anything vulnerable. It's taken years for us to get to this place, but I do think it's important to be real because we're all just figuring it out as we go along. You know, so yeah, that for me is important, to create that safe space on my platform where people feel they can come and just be honest about what they experience every day.
Absolutely. Well, speaking about vulnerability, let's come back to you, Nuri. Like I mentioned earlier, you did share a lot of your story that many women, I'm sure, can relate to. So maybe just rehash on that. How do you show up online now than different to what you did before?
So I found it extremely important to, you know, be as authentic as possible, even if it is sharing the real, the raw, the ugly. And then because, you know, obviously I just throw some comedy in it, which makes it lighter, even though it doesn't take away from the fact that it's a really heavy thing to go through.
but because it's a heavy thing to go through, I share things like in a comedic way. And people really enjoy it because it's a place also like Laverne, a safe space where people can just come and just take a breath. So yeah, I show up online as real and raw as I can.
I love that. And sometimes we need a bit of comedy because it's a lot.
Yeah.
Being a mom is a lot. I've heard and I'm about to embark an experience myself. So if I can get a laugh out of it, why not? You know what I'm saying? We do have a part 2 of this a little bit later. Asafa, Mom, Laverne and Nuri are going absolutely nowhere. If you have questions, drop them on our WhatsApp line. We will also ask those as well, all about being online and being a mom, which is most of us anyway, and how we can navigate that in a way that's more peaceful.
Thank you so much. Some sage advice there, and we'll delve into that incredible mindset again just now. But right now, we want the words, the magic, the emotion to flow over you. Taking to the stage right now is the one and only Anselin Geisman to perform a song called Op Jesus Lifter, Bo Ek. Take us to church, sir.
Op Jesus liefde bou ek, dit laat nooit die steen, en op sy woord vertrou, ek hy kan sy woord nooit breek. Op Jesus liefde bou ek, dit laat nooit in die steen, en op sy woord vertrou, ek hy kan sy woord nooit breek. En al woed die storm om my, en as my hart bevrees, God rekelaar om my, hoe durf ek angstig wees. 'n weiveld groen lê voor my, soos ek nooit het aanskou. Die donker wolke voor my maak plek vir mooi weesblou, en my hoop kan ek nie meet nie, my lewensweg is vry, hy sal my nooit vergeet nie, want hy loop saam met my, en al woed die storm om my, en as my hart bevrees, God rekelaar om my, hoe durf ek angstig wees, en al woed die storm om my, vrees, God rekelaar om my hoede, ek angstig wees. God rekelaar om my hoede, ek angstig wees. God rekelaar om my hoede, ek angstig wees.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, this has already become the best conversation we've had all year. Welcome back. We're not just talking to the new mamas out there or the mamas to be, but to the whole family unit. It requires support. And we are continuing our conversation with Safa Mama, Laverne Turner-Manuel and Nuri Gallo as we explore the unseen emotional side of sharing motherhood online. From comparison and judgment to choosing grace over perfection. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I don't have to thank you for being vulnerable because that's what you guys do every single day. And I would imagine it does get very kind of vulnerable, yes, but also inspiring to see when one other person connects and shares. When have you been overwhelmed when you've put something out there and you've had that response like, wow, I'm so glad someone else is going through this?
I think postpartum, the journey can be quite rough. And I made a quite vulnerable post one time about the struggles of having a newborn baby and literally just acknowledging that at some point I had to tell my husband, you need to take over because I'm about just take the baby. And I think a lot of moms went like, I thought I was alone in feeling like this because this is my flesh and blood, this is my new baby, and I'm supposed to just
part
love
of you.
it
Come on.
unconditionally. Why is this so hard sometimes? And I think moms just went, thank you for the permission to know that I'm not alone in this.
I love the fact that we can share, and often these support groups, I mean, we still lean into our antenatal group from like 5-6 years ago because the advice has been so good. There is an opportunity to kind of live your life on another scale when you do this, but you've got to be open to it. And you go through those seasons of life with a lot of people being in that lane with you. What has that experience of sharing those moments been like for you when you break it down? Yes, there's the front-facing version of you, but you've still got to be a mama with your child in that journey yourself.
Yes, so as much as I share the real and raw, there are a lot of things that I don't share because it just feels a bit too vulnerable. But sharing the things that I share, especially now being a single mom, it almost feels like I have now, because I do this for a living, it feels like I have this as, this is like a responsibility now to...
Purpose.
Yeah, like a purpose for me to be like, hi ladies, if you're going through the same, it's okay.
We can preach as much, and I've got an amazing wife who's been through this journey twice now, and as much as you can talk as a third party, it is a very difficult thing to not compare, and this is something that we keep coming back to. Have there been moments where you've caught yourself, despite being as empowered and educated as you are, that you just can't help yourself but to compare against others?
I don't even think that there is a level of being empowered that can supersede how motherhood humbles you. So I definitely think for me, navigating the initial teen years was dire. I saw myself fighting for my life because, and people don't talk about it. We always talk about like, you know, having the baby and struggling, you know, in that season. But the teen season, I don't hear too many moms speak about. And I mean, there were moments I was pulling out my hair in clumps, you know. But I think having a community support you in that way to say, me too, you know, I'm literally like losing it with my teen was really like such an eye-opener for me.
Because you kind of feel like you're failing as a parent for most of the time, and then you get 100%. One little success story and you're like, wow. So I think I come with a lot of baggage because I come from a single mom household. And I think for anyone going through that kind of, there must be a mom sitting out there right now thinking that there's just no way she can do it. I know very differently because I've lived through that, but what advice do you have for someone in that space?
Girl, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. If I can do it with 4 kids,
get out.
You can do it. You got to just keep pushing through. And there are many times, even to this day, where I feel, oh my gosh, I don't know how I can't, like I'm exhausted. I don't know what am I going to do, you know, because I've also, my mom is my only support, you know, thank goodness to Nonna. But, you know, sometimes you just got to, you'll figure it out. You know, you'll be okay. Trust me.
Well, this is the joy here, and I think COVID taught me that. The reason why I was able to stand back up again is because that's the only algorithm I've ever seen, is my mom just standing back up again. I love the fact that we have a tribe, a community to connect to. If someone needs that one-on-one connection to ask those questions, maybe they're feeling judged, maybe they're feeling so vulnerable right now, what do you recommend as the first port of call?
So I think I refer to myself online as the tombola tafel of social media. You're going to find something you like,
exactly.
You might find something you really
You
don't
might
like.
find something that you didn't even know you liked, but it's there, yeah.
But I think it's trying on everything. I think it's about, there's no one size fits all, especially when it comes to parenthood, and learning to understand where you have a degree of control and where you really don't, and where you can just fulfill a supportive role. And I think so many of us, especially my age group, grew up with so many control issues because we had to feel safe in a situation.
Yeah, it was our era, the institutionalized era, yeah.
And the more we want to feel safe, the more we want to control. And when you become a mom and you have your own little human who's their own little person, you can't control them. You can't control someone else. and understanding.
Often they're exactly like you. And I find that is the great challenge that I face every single day. No, actually, there are moments where I catch my wife looking at our daughter and she's like, oh, my word. And I'm like, I've had 12 years to get used to it. Come on board the train. I love that. For a strong girl, you've got to make your way. The bottom line is we teach not by what we say, but by what we do. And you are exemplifying to your children and other mothers out there how to do it properly. We don't preach, we just do it. We put one foot in front of the other and we get back up again. That's what a single mom does. That's what every mom does. And we are loving our mamas today. But if you do need to speak to someone, reach out. Maybe you feel closest confidence is just too much bias there. Speak to a stranger because any mama will give you the right kind of advice.
That's right, and the advice has been coming in. One bit of advice I've been told, cook for your family. Make a good meal. Make sure that everybody in the household is fed, including yourself. Right now, we're getting into recipe number 2, because nothing brings a family together quite like a comforting meal, but most importantly, made with plenty of love. Now, Sasha and Liam are still continuing their Monday menu with Sasha's signature butter chicken. She told me about this last week, and my mouth has been watering ever since. It is tender chicken in a rich, velvety sauce, of course, served with crisp, flaky paratha and fresh sambal. It's the kind of dish that just turns an ordinary Monday into a fantastic one. Liam, how often do you eat butter chicken in your house?
Probably every Friday.
Oh my gosh, imagine. He has been spoiled. So every Friday is the butter chicken. Every Saturday is the brioche bun French toast with bacon. Good. It's a good time.
Yeah.
And how did it taste? Because you tried some earlier.
It's actually so good.
Is it
It
so
came out
good?
so nice.
Oh my gosh, well done to Graham. I'm going to give you the credit, G-Man. And then now, of course, we have to get into the deliciousness of the butter chicken. Welcome your mama in. Come on, Ma. What do you call her? Do you call her Sasha?
No.
No, never.
Calls me Ma.
Ma, come in. We need to cook now. We're making something absolutely delicious. Liam has confirmed you'll have this every single Friday night, or most nights. Where do we begin?
So we're going to start off by frying our garlic and ginger in a pan.
Fresh garlic, fresh ginger, mind you.
Yes.
In a pan with ghee.
Yes, so in the pan we've melted some ghee. Okay, I'm going to let Liam take over.
Yes, Liam, he's already. He said he wants to do this in his future. This is good practice.
Okay.
Sasha laughed at me earlier. I said, is there ghee in the pan? She's like, not ghee, it's ghee. Don't burn our boy like that.
So we like using ghee in our curries. It adds a different fragrance, but also taste instead of using normal butter.
I see. And just to clarify what ghee is, can you just explain?
So it's clarified butter.
Oh, it's clarified butter.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, cool.
So
you can turn it up a bit,
Yeah,
Liam.
I just want to put it higher.
And then I've also been told that the spice mixture we're using is a family secret.
Yes.
It's Sasha's very own.
Yes.
And is that what makes it a butter chicken?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, before you add the butter, it's just chicken curry.
This is true. It's just chicken curry.
So what we do is we add cream, or you can use coconut cream, which is really nice, as an alternative for people who are lactose and
She's
just
looking at
trying to
me
be
when she
healthy.
said that. I asked her specifically, can we make a coconut version? And you said that's no problem.
Yes, so it actually it elevates the dish. It elevates a normal butter chicken to a more elevated one. The flavors in the coconut cream is what I love. However, it can also just get a little runny. So if you want to fix it and change the texture of the sauce, you would make a little corn syrup, corn syrup slurry.
A slurry, yeah.
And then you add it, and it'll kind of stabilize the sauce better and make it easier to eat.
I got you.
Yeah.
So Liam threw in a bunch of spices before we could even talk.
Oh, wow.
He was trying to get past us asking what is in Sasha's secret spice blend. So what have we got going in there?
Okay, so we did the garlic and ginger in the ghee. Then we've added our secret spices, some tomato paste, some sugar, and then we added saffron and some rose water.
That's what you plugged us in the last time, the rose water.
Yes. And then we're going to just season a little. So we've already marinated and fried off some chicken, just half.
So tell us the importance of doing that instead of throwing the raw chicken cubes into the spice.
So you kind of want to give some golden element onto the chicken. It kind of seals the outside, and just let that cook a little bit. Put this a little bit lower.
Where's your sous chef today?
We kind of want to add a nice crust over the chicken, but keep it kind of medium done.
So not
that
fully
it,
cooked.
Yeah, so that it cooks in the sauce and it cooks through.
And what spice are we using on this? This is more than salt and pepper.
It's the same spice mix. We just
What did you say was in there again?
Wouldn't you like to know?
We would like to know. Can you just buy a butter chicken spice mix in the store?
Yes, you can. You can buy them from most of our retailers. I have a specific place where I buy my spices from, and then I just make my little mix at home.
So essentially we're waiting for our invitation so we can try yours. Alternatively, you can find the recipe at Expresso Show. I'm not saying that we've got the secret Miss Sasha's butter chicken spice there, but perhaps you'll get a little insight into it. So Liam wants to know, after that is fried off, what's the next step?
Coconut milk.
Is it the coconut milk? Yes, finally the coconut milk goes in, and then we cook away our chicken, and essentially we get this incredible dish brought together beautifully by Chef Che. And then, is it paratha or paratha?
Paratha.
Paratha. We can't wait to have the perfect serving along with our butter chicken. Don't go anywhere. We'll get back to cooking straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is Expresso on S3. It has just gone the top of the hour, which means an update on your final national news headlines. Starting out with alleged cartel member Vusimuzi Katmatlala, who is due to return to the Madlanga Commission this morning. Now, his appearance, initially scheduled for the 1st of September, was brought forward to today and tomorrow. Now, Matlala is central to allegations raised by KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkonazi, which led to the Commission's establishment. Now, he faces allegations including benefiting from a multi-million rand SAPS medical contract, allegedly funding Police Minister Senzo Mcunu's political ambitions, and maintaining relationships with senior police officials to advance cartel interests. In other news in our country, the late anti-gang unit officer, Constable Tapelo Tlometsane, has been laid to rest in Goedroogte village, Zabedela, Limpopo. Now, the 29-year-old was killed alongside colleague Constable Sipiwe Sibeku while responding to a call in Rego Park. Family, friends and senior police officials paid tribute, describing Tlometsane as disciplined, respectful and an inspiration to his community. Acting National Police Commissioner Poleng Dimpane says one suspect is behind bars while police pursue additional interests. Tlometsane leaves behind his parents, sibling and a child. Speaking globally now, Chadian President Mohamed Idris Deby has pardoned former Prime Minister and opposition leader Success Masra, along with 8 other opposition figures. Now, Masra was serving a 20-year sentence after being convicted of hate speech, xenophobia, and inciting a massacre. The other leaders were jailed for 8 years over allegations of inciting an insurrection. Masra's party welcomed the pardon as an opportunity for national unity and peace. Now, Masra, who challenged Deby in the 2024 presidential election, had described his trial as politically motivated. Meanwhile, 2 people have died and hundreds were evacuated after 2 wildfires broke out almost simultaneously on the Greek island of Salamina near Athens. About 200 firefighters, supported by aircraft, 50 fire engines and water tankers, battled the flames amid strong winds. Around 500 people were evacuated by sea, while at least 10 others suffered burns or smoke inhalation. Now, one fire brought under control, while the second had no active front. Authorities are continuing to monitor the island as high wildfire risks persist. And ending off with this bit of news, speaking about our mamas, we welcome a new one to the club, actress Elizabeth Olsen and also musician Robbie Arnett, that have welcomed their first child, marking a new chapter for the couple. The pair were recently spotted walking together out in Los Angeles, with Olsen carrying their newborn baby in a carrier. Now, news of her pregnancy emerged in June, although the actress had not publicly announced it. Olsen and Arnett became engaged in 2019 and quietly eloped the following year. Now, best known for playing Wanda Maximoff in the Marvel Cinema Universe, Olsen has also earned acclaim for films including Martha Marcy May Marlene. Now, Arnett is a member of indie band Milo Green, which he joined in 2012. That's where we leave your news for this Monday. Let's get those final sporting highlights from G-Man.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with the footballing connection, the African connection. The indomitable Lionesses made history in Rabat, Morocco this weekend, defeating Malawi 3-0 to secure their first ever Women's Africa Cup of Nations title. It was a dominant first half performance featuring a double, in fact, from Marie Ngam and then a goal from Naomi Eto'o to seal the deal, and a comfortable victory for Cameroon in the end, but this meant a lot. They've previously finished as runners-up on 3 occasions, so I'm sure converting must have been absolute magic. Now we can look at the next season's start as we move to the Premier League, and Arsenal made a massive opening statement for the new season, powering past Manchester City with a 3-0 victory to claim the 2026 Community Shield. And they got going quickly. Ricardo Calafiori, he netted the fastest goal in Community Shield history, just 23 seconds in, and that was followed by strikes from Kai Havertz and then captain Martin Odegaard to hand Mikel Arteta's side a nice early season silverware. That cabinet's going to get full, I think. Now we can get into the cricketing lane for one of the biggest upsets in modern Test history, in fact, as Bangladesh secured a 9-wicket victory over Australia. So driven by Hassan Mahmood's 6-wicket haul in the first innings and then a century from Tanzim Hassan Tamim, the Tigers dominated the top-ranked hosts throughout the match to record their first ever Test win in Australia. Again, a magical moment in sport this weekend. Now, we aren't into the official tour yet, but we've been treated to some amazing performances courtesy of the All Blacks as they prepare, and they delivered yet another powerful statement, running in 8 tries to sweep past the Bulls 50-19 at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria. So man of the match, Anton Segner, he led a dominant effort from the visitors, while Cody Taylor and Leroy Carter, they both crossed for 2 tries to put their hands up for that starting 15 as New Zealand remain unbeaten on their South African tour so far, ahead of the big one, the Test series up against the Springboks. 4 tests to reignite the greatest rivalry, and we absolutely love that. But that's where we leave our sport for this Monday morning. Let's get into the traffic. A few incidents to report on, so take note, please. If you're in the Cape Town area near Wingfield, traffic is building on the N7 southbound. That's at the N1 inbound ramp. Daily commuters, you can expect delays, and you're advised to practice patience and please avoid texting while driving when the traffic is moving slowly like that. And that's where we leave our traffic. Let's get into the weather. Right, we start up north in Polokwane. Good morning to you. Your day ushers in some warm, sunny skies. Temperatures really reflecting that, moving from a cold 6-degree start to a high of 26. And your new week will be spent under bright sunny skies as well, with temperatures peaking at 30 degrees by Thursday. Clearly, that seasonal shift kicking in. Klerksdorp is where we move to now, and today you can expect mainly sunny skies throughout your day. The temperatures starting from a low of 4, rising to a balmy 24 degrees, and then heading into the rest of the week, we've got sunny conditions dominating. Your daytime high from midweek till Saturday, in fact, peaking at 29 degrees. Not a drop of rain to speak of. Pretoria is our next stop, and sunny skies are going to persist with, albeit a few lingering clouds. Temperatures ranging between a brisk 8 to set at a high of 26 degrees. And then those sun-full days are far from over, with sunny skies dominating your entire week. In fact, temperatures maxing at 29 degrees for the rest of the week. And we taper just a little bit going into the weekend. Georgie, how are you feeling this morning? Well, predominantly sunny conditions are setting for the day ahead. Temperatures ranging between a cold 8 and a high of 22. And then sunny conditions are going to define the coming days as well. With Tuesday and Wednesday's daytime highs sitting at 25 degrees. Gets even better as we approach the end of the week. Mbombela, good morning to you. Your Monday is set to be a sunny day. Thankfully, temperatures moving from 9 degrees to a high of 26 degrees for your Monday. And then as we cast our gaze ahead, your week will be sun-filled as well, with very warm weather temperatures reaching those mid to upper 20s and low 30s, in fact, by Thursday. Let's go further inland to Bloem. You've got partly cloudy skies dominating much of your day today. Temperatures starting from a rather chilly 4 degrees, but they will climb to max out at 24. And then those sunny skies are going to linger with a few clouds, and it's going to dominate the rest of the week's forecast. In fact, with temperatures on the warmer side, despite that chilly start to most days. Let's move to the coastline now as Richards Bay gets set for sunny skies to take over for most of the day. Temperatures sitting between a cool 14, setting at a daytime high of 26. And then the cloudy skies are going to gradually increase by the midweek, while tomorrow brings you some more sunny skies with lingering clouds and a daytime high of 25 degrees. How's the playground feeling this morning? Well, Derbs, you've got predominantly sunny skies above, and temperatures starting from a beautiful 14 degrees, rising to 25. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of humidity, always is. Sun-filled skies will turn cloudy by tomorrow, though, with temperatures sitting between a low of 16 and a pleasantly warm 23, far more moderate. Tata, good morning. You've got mostly sunny conditions dominating your skies today. Temperatures start at a brisk 9 degrees before shifting all the way up to 29 degrees to kickstart your week. And then tomorrow's temperatures drifting from a chilly 12 to set at 23 by midday. And you'll be spent under partly cloudy skies. Ngruba, skies are going to remain mostly sunny throughout the day in your neck of the woods. Temperatures ranging from a cold 7 degrees to set at 29. And then partly cloudy conditions are going to take over your week's skies, with temps peaking by midweek with a daytime high of, look at that, 31 degrees. Enjoy. Kogompo City is our next stop in our whistle-stop tour of South Africa, and mostly sunny skies with a few lingering clouds lie ahead for you. Temperatures ranging from 14 degrees, doubling up to, well, not quite, but getting up to 22 degrees for a pleasant afternoon. And looking ahead, cloudy conditions are set to persist with a few sunny breaks during the days, with some fairly warm conditions throughout. Good morning to you. Oh, we love that bird's eye view. How does that feel? Well, sunny skies are going to take center stage today, and temperatures ranging from 11 to 21 degrees. That's your range. And tomorrow ushers in a bit more cloudy and humid conditions, with temperatures moving between a low start of 11 degrees to set at 20. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling today? Well, we are going to temper your day with a few partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drifting from a cool 12 degrees to set at a pleasant 21. And then rain is likely tomorrow, chanced at 40%, while temperatures range between 10 and just 16 degrees as a result. Into the mother city we drift now, as mostly cloudy conditions are going to take over your day today. Temperatures sitting between a low of 12 and a high of 17 degrees, far more moderate range today. Grey skies are going to define the coming days, with some cool to pleasant temperatures moving in as we see the upper teens there, pretty much dominating for the rest of the week. Southies, or southerlies, as Raul likes to say. Sutherland, a partly cloudy day lying ahead for you. A gentle wind around 24 kilometers an hour to be aware of, and temperatures shifting between a rather cold 4 degrees to set at 22. And then partly cloudy skies are going to take over your day tomorrow, with conditions remaining much the same as today, kick-starting at 7 degrees, so a little bit warmer to start your morning. Kimberley, our next stop, as mostly sunny skies are set to dominate that neck of the woods, and the forecast today sees a minimum of 6 degrees, rising to a beautiful 27 high. And then a gorgeous stretch of sunshine lies ahead, with temperatures reaching 30 degrees come Wednesday, and Thursday maxing on Friday at 31, in fact. And yeah, it looks like the weekend just as good. As always, up is our final stop, and this is kind of the canary in the mine when it comes to a seasonal change. Some cloudy periods are going to feature throughout the day, but temperatures ranging from a cool 8 to a hot high of 31 degrees. Yes, we have pushed the new season button. Sunful days are far from over. Temperatures reaching 31 degrees tomorrow, and then even higher, 33 by Wednesday. There you can see the broader picture. Very little rain to speak of. Warmer temperatures starting to reflect. So let's see if our beautiful pictures can reflect how we feel in the morning. And we've had some amazing photos. In fact, we got a standing ovation for Shanae. Shanae Matthews, in fact, opened this. Look at that. That's Derbs. Yes, have you even lived if you haven't swung from that bridge? Absolutely love that framing. Well done. Beautiful photo. One of the best of the year, I think. Then we move to Alberton in Gauteng, where our favorite Louise G. Cherry captured this morning's scene. I always say, when you take a photo up north in Jersey or in those areas, especially East Rand, you can feel the cold. It's not just the skeletal tree hands there missing leaves, but you can feel how fresh that day is. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, Louise. Now let's see if Sharon Swartz from Valersdorp in the Western Cape can beat it. All natural, baby. Let's go green. We want that green energy. Ah, beautiful shades in the sky. That feels like a place I want to be. I want to smell that air. I want to feel that green energy around me. Oh, man, 3 absolutely exquisite photos. You all winning this morning. If you think you can beat them tomorrow, WhatsApp us, but it's got to be a real sunrise picture, okay? 0630369649. We would absolutely love to see how you wake up.
Wow, we are so blessed to have you get involved like that, Expresso fam. Please continue doing so for the rest of the week as we involve you, excuse me, in something incredible happening, as in Caseman is still in the building. And we've got tickets to give away for what is coming up this weekend. It's going to be incredible. 5 double tickets coming your way. You could secure yourself one of those Soulful Reflections. It's all about, there's Anson Caseman, Andrea as well, Andrea Fortain.
Yes,
as well as Fakhri Isaacs are going to be on the lineup. So we want to know, who are you looking forward to seeing the most? But you can only qualify by entering via voice note on our WhatsApp line. It goes down this weekend. So if you are in the mother city and you want to secure yourself and a bestie, a friend, a father, a mother, a seat, do make sure that you enter to win one of those 5 double tickets. But listen, you're coming up, singing another song with your incredible band and your backup singers. What is still coming our way?
We've got a song called Salvation Song that I'm very excited to sing for you. And yeah, another beautiful song off the album Evolve.
Okay, well, get involved with Evolve as we step into an ad break and then back in the studio. Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we want to just wish you a beautiful and happy Monday. We are celebrating our mothers today, so let's step into a moment that is motivational. You know, moms are the wisest among them all.
Oh, she is the matriarch. My mama gave me everything I have, and I love this. I think you're going to plug into this, especially if you're on the motherhood journey yourself. We came across this beautiful clip from at Nadia13B. Okay, it doesn't really roll off the tongue, but you'll understand why she's going viral, featuring her 66-year-old mother. And these words really stayed with us.
Okay. So you know the story when older people say to you, live your life, don't waste time, do things that you love doing. You listen to it, doesn't seep in the way I want to show you. Physical example. This is a tape measure that I'm going to use as an example of your life. The average lifespan of a human is 85.
There we go.
85?
Yes.
Take a scissors and I will just snip 85. So this is your lifespan, right? I'm going to take myself as an example. I am 66. Go to 66. Bear with me. So here I am. 66. This is the life I lived. Can't change it. It's gone. Is it gone? This is what I'm left with. What am I going to do in this time? This is God's grace. So let this be a lesson to do the things that you're passionate about. Don't let it go. Don't say I'll do tomorrow. Don't procrastinate. Do it. You want to travel? Travel. Do things for yourself. With respect, love people the way Jesus loved people when he walked on this earth. Walk your purpose in your life and never settle.
Oh, I don't know. I'm emotional at this point.
Yeah, I don't know even where to jump off with it. I absolutely love that, man. I try to do that to you all the time. It's like, how many times are you going to be able to phone the person that you care the most about? Like, map it out. It's a finite thing. But I think therein, once you start embracing and you get validated by real life, suddenly that timeline expands.
It's true. I told my parents they have to live till forever. They don't have a choice. So 85, what is that? But a beautiful perspective, and thank you so much to Nadia and her mom for giving us that perspective. Also about God's grace in our lives. And speaking about, Anson Geesman has a wonderful song, and another reminder, it's called Salvation Song.
Hello everyone, the song we're about to perform for you this morning is called Salvation Song of the album Evolve, and the song really speaks about a time in the Bible where God's chosen people had really trekked through the desert, and what the song really speaks about is the fact that regardless of where we are, what we are faced with, that we should pursue the light, because he is the one that will be our salvation song in this time. I hope you enjoy.
Salvation, no one else. When the sun sets free, it's free indeed. So sing salvation song. Come to the Father, eternal life. God has given no other name under heaven that we must be saved. So sing salvation song, salvation song, salvation song, salvation song, salvation song. Come to the Father,
the giver of life, resurrection. And the sun sets free, it's free.
my sin erased forever, forever.
My soul is saved, my debt he paid forever, forever.
My soul is saved,
my soul is saved, my sin erased forever, forever.
My soul is saved,
my soul is saved, my debt he paid forever, forever.
My soul
is saved, my sin erased forever, forever.
My soul is saved,
my soul is saved, my debt he paid forever, forever. My soul is saved, my sin erased forever, forever. My soul is saved, my debt he paid forever, forever.
my soul is
saved, my sin erased forever, 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 forever,
My soul he saved, my debt he paid forever, forever. My soul is saved, my sin erased forever, forever.
Wow. Beautiful.
only you can make my day. It's my feel good.
Oh my goodness, it's not a drill. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back. When the seasons start to change, which we're embracing and experiencing, getting dressed can feel a little bit confusing, I will admit. 1 minute it's warm, the next you're reaching for an extra layer, a scarf, a jacket, a cardi. But transitional dressing is all about finding that perfect balance and also knowing how to layer your wardrobe for whatever the day brings, especially in the Mother City. Which is why we brought stylist Taryn Opel-Nell, who's here to show us how to build a very versatile but stylish wardrobe, especially for the whole family. Mama T, welcome back.
Hello, Mama C.
You're
looking gorgeous.
You get it. We didn't even try. We didn't practice. We didn't practice. I got to ask you though, transitional season and dressing for it. I feel like we're kind of going in that direction with our
100%.
outfits today. How do you keep up with it when the weather changes throughout the day?
Oh, I think light layers are the answer. There's those easy on and off things that you were talking about earlier. And, besides it helping with fluctuating weather, it also adds to your look and can take away from your look and change your look depending on the occasion or where you're going and what you're doing.
That's right.
So I think light layers for sure.
Can we take a moment for your outfit? Because I think a biker jacket, yes, it can be worn in the middle of winter, but it's a classic in spring with a dress, even stunning. The loafers can also carry across.
I love a leather jacket.
Yeah.
It's perfect for all year round actually, because in summer you get those cooler nights and you just throw it on.
Even over the shoulders.
So stylish, over a tee, over a shirt, over a net, whatever you want. A leather jacket is definitely the one to invest in.
I'm here for it. Okay, key tips. Layering pieces, because I'm imagining if you layer any more under there or over there, it's going to be bulky, you're going to be uncomfortable. How do we begin?
I think you need to focus on your base layer. Like, what is your first layer? Like, is it fitted? Yes, that's what it's got to be.
Nice.
So once you have a fitted base, you can add another layer, like a open button shirt, a zip up quarter zip knit, and then throw on a jacket. And I always say, like, don't go more than 3 layers, because then you will start looking and feeling bulky.
You'll be walking like this. All right, so let's see it in action. We'll invite our models in. Like we said, it's for the whole family. We'll start with the young adults, young professionals.
So we've got younger female and younger male. So this is the 3-layer look, both starting with a really good base. She's got a t-shirt. He's got like a bit of a crew. And then the shirts go over that with the jacket. So Letabo can actually take this blazer off, and it turns it into something that you could wear to work, or something that you could wear for brunch with the girls.
Gorgeous.
Change it to a sneaker, you're going to the market. So this layer can also be taken off and you still look put together. Same with our gentleman, Kevin. He can take his jacket off, his shirt, and then he's got his base. It all works. You have to think about, like, if I'm going to take something off, will it still look good?
Will I still look good? Because we don't often think about that when we leave the house.
That's what you've got to keep in mind.
Okay, stunning. Well, in any outfit, you guys look amazing. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Letabo. Let's see who else we've got when it comes to layers.
Cool. So we've got our older male and female looking snazzy. I mean, the younger kiddos, call them that. They were wearing the denim here. We've got some chinos, which I think are so timeless and classic as something that you can wear all year round, and then add your layers. Exactly. A nice neutral that'll pair well with everything. Again, your base layer. We've got a button-up shirt, and then just an easy throw-on zip-up jacket. On this side, we've gone away with the jacket and rather opted for a shirt and left it unbuttoned, which is a really nice, fresh take on layering as well.
And then the loafers, would you call those loafers?
Yes,
with the open
they're like
backs?
slip-on loafers.
Slip-on loafers.
Yes.
That really elevates the look as well. Thank you so much. You guys look incredible. I love that. And then we're going to go the opposite direction to our little kiddos. They can come on through.
The real kiddos.
The real kiddos.
Okay, so this is a prime example of adding a jacket and then they're good to go. But this is also a smart way of layering, and I'll show you why. It's because underneath here is a short, like a sleeveless jumpsuit, and then layered with the long sleeve tees. So when she's taking her jacket off, she still has that comfort of warmth, and then take that layer off and it's like full on summer. So it's being clever with your layers as well. And then here we've just got a really cool, stylish,
I'm feeling your jacket. It is
stylish
so nice.
corduroy collar jacket. Oh, sweet. That's thrown onto his crew with his cargo pants and his sneakers. So very, very easy layering here with the kids for sure.
I love that. Well, mamas, dads, you are taken care of, and so are our children. collection. Thank you guys so much for being here. They look incredible. The whole family looks put together as well.
100%.
And trust the mom with the big bag to probably have all the layers in it for the entire family too. We're going to invite them all in to see them together as you go through key tips that we can just maybe pick up from the looks when it comes to layering.
So I think when you look at all of them put together now, you'll notice that there's a lot of classic pieces in between, and you can never go wrong with the head to toe classic combination. You'll always look sophisticated and put together. So it's just timeless items. Your denim jackets, your denim jeans, your chinos, button-up shirts, leather jackets are coming today. Also a trench coat added to this mix.
Love a trench.
And then of course your footwear also plays a huge role. Whether you're going with a flat or a heel, it can also change your look completely. So yeah, I think stick to the timeless classics and you're good to go.
And I love to see that. Thank you, models, so much. We appreciate you. Like I said, the whole family is looking put together. Whether they take off 2 layers or not, they're looking the part. Thank you so much, Taryn. We always appreciate you. And we want you to master the season in between timeless layers, lightweight textures, and of course, versatile wardrobe items. So go ahead and shop transitional pieces at your nearest Woolworths, available in-store, online, and of course, on the Woolworths app.
Well, maybe like Carissa, you're in that nesting phase of your own journey. After the break, Ayanda G. Tabete turns our house into a home and gives us the tips to do it as well. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and we are talking just to you if you're looking to reimagine your space, maybe turn that house into more of a home, from soft neutral bedding and statement decor to some beautiful warm lighting options and beautiful home fragrances. There are so many jumping off points, and Ayanda G. Tabete recently visited Woolworths Home at the Mall of Africa, and it is astounding, that space, to explore the latest homeware trends and share how she brings her signature minimalist style into her very own space. So let's take a look.
Moving into a new place is absolutely exciting, but my favorite part is making it feel like a home. So today I'm at Woolworths in Mall of Africa to look at their beautiful pieces to help bring my space to life. Let's shop, shall we? Woolworths Home is my go-to for all things bathroom, bedroom and decor. It is a one-stop shop where you can get all your home essentials as well as those decorative pieces that help turn your house into a home. I don't know about you, but my bedroom is my safe haven. It's where I come to unwind after a long, busy day. And it all starts with luxurious, high-quality bedding that allows me to create a space that feels soft and inviting. Today, I'm looking for neutral tones that I can layer with something with texture to make it feel even more comforting and inviting. I've really learned over time that investing in good quality bedding makes it last longer, first of all, but it also allows it to be easier for me to change accessories up with every season. Lighting is so powerful that it can absolutely transform the mood of a room. Now, I personally love warm lighting that looks elegant and is both functional as well as aesthetically pleasing. Now, the right lighting can make sure that the space feels like it's lived in. It makes it feel warm and inviting. Now, I absolutely couldn't help but notice this gorgeous lamp. I love the mixture of marble and stone. It's got gold accents and this gorgeous mushroom top. I'm thinking it will be perfect for my bedside tables. Now, that's just one of the rooms in my home sorted out, but what about my living space? That is a more neutral space, and I'm looking for something with some black accents to it, and I couldn't help but notice this absolutely beautiful lampshade. I love the fact that it's angled at the top there, and this actually feels like material, so it's adding some texture to my space. That's the living room sorted. I love to incorporate vases into my design. I think it's a brilliant way of adding color, and something simple and structural can really add a level of elevation in your home. And the wonderful thing about vases is that we can absolutely decorate them with some greenery, and Woolworths Home has that available. I mean, look at this. Artificial, you can't even tell. Adding a couple of these to the vase makes all the difference to make it look pretty. One of the first things that people notice about a home is how it smells. I love using scented candles and diffusers to make my home feel warm and inviting. Woolworths Home has this amazing range on offer with 3 different scents, starting with eucalyptus and freesia. Oh, that smells amazing. It smells very earthy. It's a beautiful green color as well. On the other side, we have ocean mist and sea salt. Oh, now that feels fresh. I feel like I'm letting people know that this is a home where you can really come in and relax. And the last flavor that they have is white musk. Oh, something about this smells elevated, and I think this is the scent that I want for my own space. Wall art is what adds personality to your home. It adds character, a layer of depth, as well as making empty walls come alive. Now, I am personally drawn to the more simpler artwork. I'm a lover of flowers, so this piece has spoken to me so beautifully. I'm going to add this to my trolley. Woolworths Home has everything I need to bring my vision to life, from everyday essentials to those beautiful decorative pieces that are going to add a layer of vibrancy in my home. If you enjoyed seeing what I shopped today and are interested in seeing more, go online, shop in store or on the app.
Oh, Ayanda, thank you so much for taking us on that journey. You can still do a lot with a minimalist space. And I think from everyday essentials to those beautiful special finishing touches, the investment pieces, it's amazing how the right piece can make a space feel personal and completely different, more like your home. So please go out there and discover for yourself the latest from Woolworths Home, in-store, online, or you can use their amazing app.
And just like that, we're back in the kitchen. Now, before we even touch on the sweetness, the savory needs to be wrapped up quickly. Liam, Sasha, thanks for still being here. Listen, we made a coconut version of the butter chicken. Just maybe we stir it around a little bit. It looks incredible. Have you got a spoon there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Stir it and then, okay, Liam, do the honors, do the honors. Look at that. The QR code is up if you want to test and taste it. And then, of course, we've served it with delicious paratha and a sambal. And that came together in literally minutes to make sure that it also forms like Liam gets to enjoy your Friday night dinner, or even tonight. Nobody's going to say anything. And now we're moving on to the sweets. We've been waiting for this moment because we heard croissant, Dubai chocolate. That's all.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Yes.
Liam's already smiling. You love a sweet treat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's been nibbling the whole time.
On these ones?
On these, yeah. So this is, you normally make it with kunafa, but if you can't find that, vermicelli will do. You just fry it in some butter on the stove and toast it, and then we're good to go to add our pistachio paste.
So we've got pistachio paste, chocolate, and white chocolate,
Yes.
right? Okay, so pistachio paste, for those that are unfamiliar, it's pistachio nuts in a paste.
Correct. So you blend
Oh,
it.
we're adding it in there.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Want to give it a try?
I do actually. Let's see.
So we made it from scratch.
You made this from scratch? Okay,
Yes.
Nora Smith.
Yes.
From scratch. Okay, so this is pistachios is in the nuts with
Some
blended.
icing sugar as well, and a little bit of cream.
Yummy.
And then we are going to mix that into our vermicelli mixture.
So is this the inside of our croissant?
That is going in the inside.
Wow.
Let's just come over here. So the trend on TikTok is you cut the top off.
Okay.
And then you
empty
take
it out.
some of the filling out. Okay. And then you stick an ice cream in here.
Oh, I've seen that.
Have you? Okay.
Then they eat it like, yes, I've seen it.
Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna, bougie it up a bit. I can't do anything basic.
We elevate everything with Sasha in our kitchen, and I love to see it.
We're gonna put some of this divine pistachio paste in here.
Wow.
And then we're gonna put the ice cream in. Hey, Liam, do you want to grab ice cream out the freezer for us?
Oh my gosh, there are levels to this game. All right, as Liam grabs that out the freezer, we're gonna put our pistachio paste and vermicelli into there. And then we've got a delicious ice cream. It's got to be one on a stick so it can fit inside.
Yes.
And you leave it, or do you take the stick off?
No, we're gonna take the stick off.
Oh my gosh.
So my trick is to kind of take it off while it's in the packet. Okay, just so that it's easier to manage.
Mm-hmm.
Go. And then you pop it in here.
This is indulgent. This is a different level of indulgent. And then it comes out easily.
Okay. And then we are going to cut these off and drizzle some chocolate over.
White chocolate and milk chocolate, or dark
Yes.
chocolate.
Dark chocolate and white chocolate.
Oh
and then
my
we're going to
gosh.
sprinkle a little bit of toasted pistachios over. Good.
Stop it. Now, this is not something we have weekly. This is like someone's birthday and they turned 50. Okay, it's got to be a milestone because there's no way. Liam! Maybe you should go into pastry chefing because that was perfect. Oh my gosh. I'm shook.
Okay, and then we're going to just sprinkle some
Wow.
toasted pistachios.
Is that a serving for one?
That's all for you. See?
Me and my baby.
Here we go.
And then how do you even eat it?
Okay, you're going to get messy now.
Okay, roll up the sleeves.
Mine already.
You're ready. I love the fact that I said, can we use coconut cream in the curry? But I'm like, give me some ice cream.
Give me some ice cream.
Any
Let's
day,
go.
give me some ice cream. Okay, so either side, but the ice cream is here.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, that crunch.
Oh.
Your face, though. I love it.
Oh my God.
You have like
Oh my God.
spillage, but it's okay.
Oh my God.
That's yummy, hey?
Do it. I have no words. That is probably one of the best desserts I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
The combination of the bread, croissant, with the ice cream, pistachios. Damn. That's a bit hard though.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, crispy.
That's a little bit crunchy,
Yeah.
but I
So-
like it.
Do you? Okay, okay.
Well done, y'all. Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
make one for Sasha, one for Liam, because we can't let our guests leave without a delicious sweet treat. We'll see you after the break. One more bite, one more.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. That's what we wake up to every morning behind the scenes. We absolutely love this space because we rely so heavily on each other. Every office has one of these, the mom, who somehow keeps everything
Yes.
running smoothly.
It's true. We can all recognize them. Whether they're a mom or not, they are there taking that role. Juggling meetings, school WhatsApp groups, packed lunches, after-school activities. Somehow they're still the first to ask everyone how they're doing. But while they're looking after everyone around them, they're often the last to take a proper break. And you deserve it.
I've watched you nod your head, Sash, about 10 times to everything that we said. You are one such mom who is out there. What does it take for you to allow yourself to have a break?
Sure.
Do
That's a
you
lot.
allow yourself
I
to have a
don't.
break?
I don't. My family forced me to take a step back and just...
I thought you were going to say they forced you to work. Get back out there, go.
No, because I'm a workaholic. So I have to, my friends and family have to remind me to just take a step back and take a deep breath and go away.
Go
for
dip
the
a rusk.
weekend.
Go
Yeah,
dip a Oma.
absolutely.
But also you work at work and then you work at home because, I mean, Jaden's been telling us as well, I mean, Liam, sorry, that he eats everything. He has the butter chicken on a Friday. He has the Saturday morning maple bacon.
I used to like him as a kid, and now I hate him. Now I'm like, I just look at him.
Listen,
come on.
I've trained Liam now, so he cooks in the kitchen. He's
Nice.
busy,
Cool.
so he makes us breakfast on a Saturday. I do the Friday night dinners, and so you know, you've got to train them young.
Can I pose a cheeky question to
Yeah.
you? Because I think we get so much validation from standing back up here if you lean into the stoicism of men, you know, that side of things. But there isn't much opportunity to ask for help in that space because you've still got to get the job done.
Absolutely.
You've still got to do it. So how do you separate those two things for yourself?
It's difficult. It really is difficult, Graham. You know, when my family's like, okay, you look exhausted, that's when I know, okay, let me take a step back and just take a deep breath. I either book away for the weekend where there's no work, no kids, just myself, and you know, I do listen to a lot of gospel that helps me, you know, stay focused and reconnected. There's a place in Franschhoek that I absolutely love going to. It's called Pigeli. I don't know if you've heard of it. So it's this beautiful place on the top, and then at the bottom you've got pigs and animals, and like it's a little farm at the bottom. So it's quite nice. You wake up to like sounds of animals. So that's
And you can Airbnb in the place, yeah.
I know.
You were the first to cook with it this morning. Come on, it's all about balance in life.
But
It's
you know
absolute
what?
balance.
Sometimes you have a weekend away. Sometimes you just have 5 minutes. And I think having a moment like this to yourself is something you need to incorporate more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of my coffee and biscuits in the morning, and rusks for me just like elevated everything.
On your behalf, I'm going to dunk my rusks. I'm going to give
I'm
it.
curious as to Sasha's dunk. Are we lingering? Is it a quick one?
No,
two?
it's a linger.
It's a linger.
It's got to just sit there.
She likes to live on the edge. That's
You
it.
know
She
what I'm
wants to
saying?
know. There must always be
It
that
must
moment
be
of
almost
nerves.
falling off, like last
Dun.
week's arancini.
We've recovered from that, don't worry. But that is why Oh My Russ Time to Dip is a reminder that everyone deserves a moment to pause, including our girl Sash and those incredible moms in our workplaces. Remember that you could also win an office, your office a share of 150,000 individually wrapped Oh My Russ. Head to oma.coza, nominate your office, complete that entry form, confirm your email, and then you're in. T's and C's, of course, do apply.
Good luck.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break. Andre! I'm on a break!
Well, we're not on a break. We've got Anselin Geisman here and his incredible ensemble taking to the stage to perform an absolutely beautiful number, I Surrender.
In the shadows where the demons roam, is faithful, He knows best. I'm surrendering, with every fear and doubt is on. In the stillness, I find my rest, for He is faithful, He knows best. Rage around, His love and grace in me abound. In His promise, I'll take my stand. He holds my future in. Though once in battles, rage around, His love and grace in me abound. Stand upon the promises of God. Take my stand. He holds my future in.
Another feel-good production.
In the stillness, I find my rest, for He is faithful, He knows best.